momentarily. Let's see. Okay, we are today. Okay, it looks like we are live. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream where today we are playing another episode of A Thinking Pack 2. Where basically what we are doing today is we are trying to survive. We have very, very little oxygen left. And that's a problem because we are going to die. So as you can see there, we've got the main world. And we are going to get back into that momentarily. We're probably going to get... There's always a bit of lag while we are getting into the world. But it's worth going into that anyways. We have to, like... what I'm saying... Okay. Okay. Tired today. Losing track of what I'm saying. Okay. But we are going to run out of oxygen very quickly. We need to get into the world and try to get some things done while it's still loading and doing the FPS lag while it's loading and all that. What we have to do is we are probably going to die if things work the way they're supposed to, which sounds a little weird to say, but it's possible that because of peaceful mode we might not actually die, but we have to check into that. We have to make a bed to set our spawn point, because if we die and then respawn outside of the world, not the world, but outside of the base, then we will never make it back into the base in time. So we need to do that very quickly, make our bed. We need to also start trying to make some oxygen gear because we are running low on oxygen. We are going to die. We need to make the oxygen production very quickly and see if we can do that while we are dying. That is basically what we are doing today. So, now, here's a question. If we set up a bed of some sort, is it going to blow up? Or is it going to set the spawn? I don't know. That's the question, because in the nether they blow up. But if you guys don't know what a thinking pack is, we're going to get into it momentarily. But basically, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into it here. Here's a trick. Let's try it. Get into the main world here. And we'll explain what a thinking pack is for those of you guys who are new. The challenges, the obstacles, the goal, all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and get into this here. And a trick is we're going to let it load to fix the FPS thing while we are in the pause menu. Not perfect, but it'll be a help, hopefully. So you can see on the top right of the screen that those are our oxygen tank meters, and we are very, very low on oxygen. Okay, let's go to the pause menu. It should still load while we are here. Let's put the F3 on first so that we can see the FPS meter and see how that is going. Okay. A thinking pack, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar, and I just realized you can't see the chat, let me just alt-tab out of this here, and just go into the chat. G1 Games, hello, welcome to you, welcome to the day, welcome to the stream. We are playing a thinking pack once again, and hopefully gonna survive with having very low oxygen. Hopefully we can actually make the oxygen gear today, that's the idea. But, a thinking pack, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar, basically a thinking pack, the challenge. You start in the asteroid belt. This is a thinking pack 2. You start in the asteroid belt with low resources and you have very few mods, but also you're in peaceful mode, which means what you're supposed to be able to do in the Galactic Craft Asteroids challenge is you're supposed to be able to get mob drops from the mobs, but we're in peaceful mode, so we don't have any mobs. So this challenge should be impossible, but we have Ex Nihilo. So, is it going to be possible with Ex Nihilo? That is the question. But start in the asteroid belt and survive that. Next challenge, automate pretty much everything that you want to automate using only very few mods that we have here. There's a list I'm not going to list them for you right now, but there's a list in the Twitch panels down there and in the YouTube description. There is a list to, a link to the page where the mod pack is. You can see the mod list there. And visit every planet and build a livable base on each one. That is basically the challenge list. The obstacles, there's no nethers and no fast traveling through the nether. Not sure if that would even be helpful in the asteroid belt anyways, but when we get to the overworld, then it would be a challenge. No potions, enchantment, or magic, and as we already said, peaceful mode, which is quite a challenge indeed. And use very few mods. So let me just alt-tab out of this. There's too many things to fit on the screen all at once, so I just need to switch over to the chat here so that I can see you guys chatting. G1 Games says, what's your frame rate set at? That is a good question. My frame rate is currently set at, has VSync on and limit of unlimited. That's what it's currently set at. Lemur mate, hopefully, Lemur? Okay, hopefully I pronounced your name right. Lemur mate, hello, welcome to you, welcome to the day, welcome to the stream. We are getting started right about here. We are about ready to go. A thinking pack, the challenge. We are going to die, probably. That's not the good thing. But we've got, okay, so as it starts to load in, we'll get some more frame rate. You can see it's getting up to 30. It got up to 60 there for a minute as well. So that's going to keep going. Whoops, okay. Let's go. You can see on the top right, our oxygen tanks are very, very low. Lemurmate says, by the way, this is Steven7. Hello! Welcome to you, welcome to the day, welcome to the stream. Jim Game says, I think it would help if you set it lower. If I set the frame rate lower, the frame rate is already too low. It's like 20, 40 FPS. Like, what do you mean by lower? Okay, so what we need to do, we need to quickly make a bed, because if we die, which we should when we run out of oxygen, we need to be able to respawn in this place over here. So we need some wool. We need to use a, where's our crook? Where'd our crook go? There it is. Okay, we got the crook. We need to go ahead and start getting some string, because we need, what would that be? String, we need 4 string for 1 wool. We need 3 wool to make a bed, so we need 4, 8, 16, and hopefully the 4, 8, 12. Not 4, 8, 16. That would be doubling. That would be a binary number, but in any case, we need to get that. We need to get 12, not 16, which is good because we are... Oh, wow, we got 17. That is very good indeed. Okay, we need to go ahead and make a bed. Hopefully the bed does not blow up in the asteroid belt. We will find out. 1, 2, 3. And we don't want to waste our string in case we need it for something else. So, 3 wool. We need some wood. Jeevan Game says, no, but if you have it at unlimited, your PC is trying to process the most power it could get, specifically setting it at 1 frame rate, etc. I don't know what that means, unfortunately. 30, your PC won't try going past that. That's possible. You know what? Let's set it for 40. I find setting it at, so what we're aiming for is 30, but I find setting it at 30, or at whatever it is, usually it goes ahead and caps it a little bit lower than that for some reason. Okay, we need some wood. We desperately need some wood. Do we have any wood on us to make this bed so that we can respawn and not die? Well, I mean, respawn when we die. Okay, where's our wood? This would be a tree. Let's try to get some wood from this thing. Which tree... Do you guys remember which tree was our wood tree, and which one was our sapling tree? I don't remember. Anyway, let's use this one then. Okay, here we go. Let's grab this. Okay, that's some serious frame rate as we are getting it loaded. You know what? I think I'm gonna actually unlimit it again. And let's go at 120. Let's just limit it somewhere. But let's reduce the chunks since we're in here. And okay, we are getting very, very low on oxygen. As you can tell, I think we are down to our... Oh, where's our medium tank? We should have a medium oxygen tank here somewhere. And that should give us a little bit more, but I don't see it anywhere. Okay, let's get to the crafting table. Let's get to the crafting table over here. And what we want here is we want to get the wood quickly, and try to set our spawn before we die, and then try to make the oxygen. That is the goal. That is the goal, indeed. Okay, here we go. Here we go. White bed. There we go. We got a white bed now. Hopefully this doesn't blow up. Where can we put this that it will do the least damage if it blows up? How about over here? This might work. Place that down. Sleep. Uh-oh. What if the oxygen runs out while I'm asleep? I need a cryogenic chamber to sleep in space. Okay, well, forget about the bed then. Okay, we got plenty of cryogenic chambers around here. So let's go ahead and get into that thing. Hopefully that sets spawn. I don't know if you guys know whether it sets spawn or not, but it has now been done, so that is that. So let's just see if we can get any... Where is our medium oxygen tank? We need that thing. Is that over here? Oh, and we got the mobs out. Hang on. We're supposed to be in peaceful mode. This thing always resets. I don't know if you guys know of any way. I think it's Galacticraft that's overriding the settings, the peaceful mode settings. But basically, we need to go ahead and fix that so it doesn't do that somehow. Okay, where is our chest? We had a chest where we put... Oh, it's over here. In the crafting table, of course. We put things in the crafting table. We want... Where's our medium oxygen tank? I don't see it anywhere. You guys are probably saying, like, what? It's right there. But it's not that I can see. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna die. So, let's get on to making oxygen very quickly. Loops590 says, you should ideally set your frame rate limit at your screen's refresh rate. Let's try that. Here we go. Video makers might want to set it to match their capture program instead, like G1 Games said. High limits means that your GPU works harder and wastes the extra work. Does it work harder even when it's not actually producing the frames? Like if it's running at 16 FPS, it still works harder? Maybe it's 16 completed frames, but maybe the other ones didn't get completed in time or something. Like G1 Games said, high limit means that your GPU works harder and wastes the extra work. This can be to the point that the GPU creates more heat, and then where it needs to push itself, it might not be able to, as it's having to slow down to not overheat. That is quite possible. Okay, we need to get this sieve down. Oh yeah, we need to make a sieve, because last time we turned our sieve into this here, an auto sieve, which is helpful if we had any power. How do we make power? I don't know. Is that really worth it right now? We need to get the sieve going. What are we going to do today? We need to get... Okay, here's what we're trying to do. We are trying to get oxygen. We have... What do we have already? We have... Oh, we're trying to get a solar panel to start with to get our auto sieve going. Oh, that'll work nicely. We need to build the oxygen gear, get the auto sieve running so that it'll save a lot of time with building the oxygen gear, and to get that running, we need to get a solar panel running. So to get a solar panel running, we need to get solar panel, basic solar panel, because we have the basic wafers already, compressed steel, which means, of course, a compressor. So to get the compressor, we need compressor. There we go. Oh dear, we ran out of oxygen. That is not a good sign. But it looks like we're not going to die? Okay then. Well, what do you guys think? Should I go into the Galacticraft config and try to fix all this? Or what? What are we going for? Compressor. Compressor. There we go. Okay. Auto compressor. We want the compressor. There we go. We need aluminum, we need copper, and we need basic wafers. So, and a bunch of iron for an anvil. Now, do we have some iron. We have 1 copper that we need already. That's nice. Let's go ahead and warning, oxygen setup invalid. I know that. Let's put the copper in there so that we don't lose it. Let's go ahead and see basic wafer. Okay, let's start building the recipe in here. So, copper here. Basic wafer, so we can see how far we're going with that. Let's just put a whole bunch of them in there in case we die. Lufthansa says wasted work would be the GPU makes 2 frames in the time that the screen consumes 1. One of the frames would get discarded as the screen can't use it. That's a good point. G1 Games says, can you calm down? I didn't hear what you just said. Am I talking too fast and not enunciating properly? I will try to slow down a little bit. That is kind of important, is slowing down a little bit. Okay, aluminum ingot and an anvil. We need 6 aluminum ingots. We've got 2 aluminum ingots right there. And we need an anvil. So let's go ahead and put the iron down there because we will need that. So we need iron and aluminum is basically what we're looking for. That's basically what's involved. Let's just check if there's anything we can turn into anything else. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I go into the Galacticraft config right now? That would require loading the game up again after. But if I go into the Galacticraft config and try to change how much damage that it takes when we're losing oxygen, then perhaps we will actually die, because right now it kind of takes the challenge out of the challenge, because we're out of oxygen and we're just surviving. Like nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong at all. Okay, let's see now. Where would be our compressor? Okay, so aluminum, we need anvil. We need aluminum. What do we get aluminum from? We need to get aluminum from the aluminum ore chunks, which are from aluminum ore pieces, which are from sand in a sieve. Sand, crushed end stone. Lupton says, once again, I suggest the mod Hunger in Peace. Yes, that is a good idea. Gonna have to add that for next stream if I get the time. That is a very good idea. Oh, by the way, we just updated the mod pack. For those of you guys who are trying the mod pack for yourself, I fixed a couple of things that were wrong with the mod pack and updated it and all that. So we're trying it this week, and then hopefully next week if I get the time. Got a big project on the go at the moment, but if I get the time, I'm going to go ahead and add the Hungry and Peaceful mod. What were we doing? I'm so lost. We need to make a sieve. That's what we need to do. Sieve. G1 Games says, Wait, do you want it on peaceful so you don't run out of hunger, or just monsters? Mostly just the monsters, although hunger, I have no experience with dealing with that, so that's a thing. But mostly the hunger. Not the hunger, the monsters, mostly the monsters. Okay, pay attention, Robert, pay attention to what is being said right here, and try to make the sentences fit together. Okay, so we need to make a sieve again, we need some sticks, we need some planks, we need some slabs. Okay, sieve, sticks, planks, slabs. We got some slabs, we need some planks, just like that. There we go, got the planks, need the planks like that. I believe it's like that, and then the slab, I think, was like that. And then the sticks were like that. Yes, that was it. We got a sieve. Nice indeed. Okay, we can put the sieve down here. And put the... Where's the mesh? There's the iron stiffened mesh. Nice indeed. We got the iron stiffened mesh. Indeed. Gym Game says, because I know a command to stop monsters from spawning, and you need food so you could die. What would that command be? If you're referring to the do mob spawning, it also stops the peaceful mode, not peaceful mode, it also stops the peaceful mobs from spawning at the same time. Okay, so we need to get this sifting. What do we need to get the copper, the aluminum? What do we need to get the aluminum? We need the, where is the furnace? There we go, get the recipe. We got the aluminum ore pieces. We got the sand is what we need. Okay. So where do we have? We have some gravel. Okay, so we need to turn that gravel into sand. And so let's do that. Let's compress the gravel and use our compressed hammer and then start sifting as quickly as possible. Okay, there we go. We got the compressed stuff. We need to put this down here. Okay, there we go. One more. And now, mine this. All right. And vein miner would be helpful here as well. Perhaps in the next pack update. Lieutenant says hunger is not that difficult to manage after early game, although that might be different in space. It's possible. You never know. We'll see. I always find the early game quite difficult, so it's kind of a thing. But I think we need to go into the Galacticraft config and fix this, because we're not dying. We're supposed to be dying right about now, and we're not dying, so I think we need to go ahead and fix that. So let's just see mod options. Can we fix it right from here, or do we have to exit the game to do so? So, Galacticraft core config. Aha, here we go. Okay. Can we, this is not showing up on the screen because it is too big. Okay, video settings, GUI scale, not auto, that's way too large. Okay, there we go, normal. Okay, mod options. If we can change it right from here, if this will work, then this will be excellent indeed. Galacticraft core, no, it was Galacticraft planets, I think, was it? Oh, wow, I don't know if you guys can read this, but that's a lot of text. Okay, what we need to do is we need to find is the, damage taken. Okay. Lipsman says, I do feel like you could have done with a bit more of a care package on the asteroid start. That is true. That is true indeed. We could, you know, you learn things for next time. This is the first time ever playing a Thinking Pack 2. So we're going to learn some things, and then if any of you guys try a Thinking Pack 2, then all these bugs will be worked out of it, hopefully. Or at least most of them. Okay. Launch controller chunk loading. By the way, the launch controller is a chunk loader, so we could make one of those if we need to do any chunk loading. Okay. Disable helium gas registration. We're looking for something that says disable lightning on Venus. Venus has lightning? Okay, we've never ever been there before, so that's going to be interesting. But what we need to do is we need to find the asteroid challenge. We need to find how much damage we take, and apparently it's not here. So, done. Let's check the... where did it go? Where did it... Oh, there it is. Galacticraft planets. Let's check Galacticraft core config. Okay. And by the way, what is this setting? Apply globally down here? Apply undo changes or reset to default globally. Oh, that's for the undo changes buttons. Okay, never mind. I was wondering if it was like some sort of world difference or something between different worlds. Lieutenant says, sounds like an expensive chunk loader. It's possible. Never looked at the recipe for it, so it's possible it's expensive, but it might not be. Okay. Harder difficulty. We could turn on harder difficulty if you guys want. Set this to true for increased difficulty in modpack. See forum for more info. No idea what's involved with that, but if you guys think we should install that and like turn that on, then we could do that quick game easier. What if, wait, set this to true for less metal use in Galactic Craft recipes. What if we do easier and harder difficulty at the same time? What would that do? That would be interesting indeed. Okay, challenge mode. Asteroids start. Yes, that's on. Challenge mode flags. What are we looking for? We're looking for suffocation cooldown. Lower/raise this value to change time between suffocation damage ticks. Okay, so that would help us to actually die. G-Wing Games says, let me Google harder difficulty first. Good idea, good idea. We will see what that is up with. Suffocation cooldown, suffocation damage. Okay, change this value to modify the damage taken per suffocation tick. Okay, so what we need really is the suffocation damage and cooldown and all that to be faster than the peaceful mode regeneration. That's the thing. The peaceful mode regenerates our health. Let's go for... Yeah, I don't know. Which one do you guys think we should change? Suffocation damage or suffocation cooldown? Well, let's see actually what is happening. So, we got the hearts there. And, okay. It looks like it's taking so long between taking damage that I think we need to change the length of time. I don't know if you guys have another opinion. We might have to adjust this later in the stream as well. Galactic Craft Core. Okay, suffocation cooldown. That says change the value, change the time between suffocation damage ticks. Allowed range 50 to 250. Okay, it's on 100 right now. Let's set it to 50 because it'll do 50. So there we go. Done. And we will see it should be double speed taking damage to what it was before. Yep, it's definitely double speed. But as you can see, it's still not fast enough to overcome the peaceful mode regeneration. So, we're going to do both then in that case. Whoops, wrong menu. Okay, mod options, back into the Galactic Craft Core settings. There we go, config. And then we're going to have to put out another mod pack update with these changes in it as well. Okay, suffocation cooldown 50, suffocation damage 2 health points. Let's make that 4. Nope, 5. Okay, 4. There we go. What does it say? Change this value. It doesn't say a range that it can be in. So we should be okay with 4. Okay, so we should be actually dying now. Or not. Okay. Oh, one thing, it seems to only go down 3. Oh, no, we're actually dying. We're actually dying. Okay, I think this is good. Oh, I don't know if it's fast enough, but it's happening. You know what? We really need to actually put our stuff into the chest right about... Oh, okay, we need to actually be able to see our menu. Okay, now things are getting crazy. Now things are getting crazy indeed. Let's go ahead and quickly put the stuff into the chest that we're going to lose because we're going to lose it possibly if we lose track of it. Oh, we're out of chest. We're out of chest. We need to make another chest. We don't have any wood, so we can't make another chest. We need to put this in. We need to put, yeah, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Let's try to make a chest if we can. Quickly get the wood. Let's not get too... Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're dying. Now we're dying. Okay. And we respawned way out here. What? Where are we even? We're next to one of our... Oh, we respawned in the right place. We're on our thing, but we're outside of it. Okay. Well, let's get inside of it then. Not sure why it spawns us outside. There we go. Now we got the challenge going properly. Okay, we are good to go. Let's go ahead and... Oh, and it's hard to jump when you're taking damage. Oh, sealable aluminum wire. Okay, we're picking things up now. We need to get our axe, and we need to get this chest built. Get the chest built. Here we go. Come on, where's the wood? There we go. There's the wood. Okay, need 2 wood. Oh, and we're gonna lose all the saplings from this as well. Well, we got a few extra saplings, which is okay. Okay, oh dear. Okay, we need to go ahead and quickly make this chest here. Invalid thermal protection as well. We got everything going wrong right now. We need to... And we're dead. Lipson says these corpse runs are going to get boring, I think. Really? That's hopefully not, but we will see. Gonna try to make them a little more interesting. We need to build a hole through the roof. Actually, which way do we get into the roof? We need to get maybe give yourself a small O2 tank. That's a question. I don't know. What do you think? I thought it would be more I mean, it's always different from the streaming perspective than the viewing perspective, but I thought it would be more interesting with the element of dying all the time that is possible. Whoops, what am I doing turning all of these into sticks? We want a chest is what we want. We don't want... Okay, we want to turn these into... where's the planks? There we go. We got 3 planks. That's all. Okay, let's go ahead and plant the tree, but we need to go ahead and... you know what? Okay, let's go for a happy medium. Let's go for a little bit less damage taken. Little bit less. Let's go for config. Let's change suffocation damage from 4 to 3. Let's try that. And we'll see. Okay. So what we were trying to do, basically we have very little time in between dying. So what we need to do is we need to try to make a chest this first run. That is the idea. So where's the, we need to get, where'd our axe go? We're missing our axe. That's kind of a problem right about now. Axe is, oh, and we're gonna die down here with all of our stuff. Okay, the axe has got to be up here. No, it's not. Okay, we're a little bit lost without the axe. So what we're trying to do is make a chest very quickly. There's the axe on top of the tree. Explain that one. Okay. Okay, so we need to make a chest. That's the first task. Then next time, hopefully we can do that before we die. But then next time the task is basically to try to start sifting. And we'll see how this works. Okay. Got the wood, got 2 pieces of wood, and we're okay. The hearts are going down very slowly now, which is nice. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so we got the wood now. So now we need to get back in there, which the entrance is over this way. Yes, it is. Okay. We need to get back in and try to start building the oxygen stuff. We need to get the chest built. We've got the materials already, which is nice. There we go. And the trouble is you jump so high in this, it's very difficult to get around without dying. Okay, so let's turn this into a chest very quickly. There we go. For 8 planks, make the chest like this. There we go. That would be the chest. We need to go ahead and put this over here. And then we can put all of our stuff into there. And then this run is basically to fill the chest. Then next run, we are going to try to start sifting. And that's going to be difficult because holding all the stuff in our hand at once, holding all of the... Wait a minute, is one of those a launch controller? Cargo loader, no, okay. Because the launch controller does chunk loading, which is nice. But as it is, we don't have one of those. Okay, so what do we have here? We've got, okay, so we got everything. It looks like we're not missing anything. We got our thermal padding protection, we got our pickaxe, we got our compressed hammer, all those kinds of things, and we're going slowly because of the thermal. Oh, that's what that other bar is, menu bar thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that in there. But yeah, you can see that there's 3 things on the far right over there, and 2 of them are oxygen tank meters, and 1 of them is the thermal protection meter. Okay, so what do we want here? We want to get our sand. We want to start sifting. We want to start sifting because we need some aluminum. Let's clear the crafting recipe place over here. There we go. So this bottom corner here would be our crafting recipe. Whoops, let's put that back. Okay, so we need a whole bunch of aluminum, which means we need to sift some sand. So let's go ahead and sift some sand and see how much we can get done in one session before dying. We don't appear to be dying very fast on the 3 health point thing. So that's interesting. Oh, you know what? What if... I don't know. What's the best way to balance this? Should we balance it with more damage taken? Or should we balance it with, like, more damage taken but more time between damage? Or should we balance it with less damage taken but more time? I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyways, we got... What do we have here? We got something already. We've got... What is this? Zinc ore. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for aluminum because to get this oxygen gear, we are making currently the... Brain freeze. We are making the solar panels because then we can get our auto sieve working. So then we don't have to deal with the monotonous task of sifting and sifting and sifting. And what's that? We got something. What is that? We got tin. Okay, we're looking for aluminum. That's helpful. Minechem would be helpful right about now if we had the Minechem machines. That would be very helpful right about now because with Minechem you can get things converted from one thing to another. Okay, we are about to die, so let's go ahead and put the extra stuff in there. Tin, zinc. Okay, what do we have for aluminum? We have one piece of aluminum, so that is helpful, but not helpful enough. Let's put that in that slot just so that we can keep track of it. Okay, here we go. Let's keep sifting, keep sifting. This is always like an interesting thing. It's like a game of like luck, I guess. It's like, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna get anything? And if we get anything, is it gonna be anything good or anything bad or anything not? That is the big question. And the answer is, so far we've not gotten anything yet from that amount of sand there. So, okay. You know what we should... Whoa! What is that? We got something. Tin and zinc. Those are very common. Why are we not getting aluminum? Aluminum. The recipe for aluminum, it comes from the iron stiffened mesh with a 7.5% chance. So, we need to go ahead and try to get that 7.5% chance. You know what's going to make it very difficult, though? When we have to get stone and things to restock our materials, and we're trying to die at the same time, and might lose our pickaxe. That is going to make things very difficult indeed. Oh, you know what we need to do, actually, is... Where's our sand? Where'd it go? Where did it go? It disappeared on us. Hello? Hello? Where? Oh, there it is, behind the chest. Explain that one. But in any case, Livestream says the threat of death makes it interesting. Frequent deaths makes it less so. Okay, so having the slower cooldown like this is probably, like the slower death counter like this is probably more interesting then, if I'm understanding you correctly. So, all right. So, what we need to do to be able to get, we need to go to the asteroid to get the materials to get the cobblestone. But we don't want to lose our pickaxe because that is a dash pickaxe and that's very, very precious. What is this now? Zinc. Okay. We're still looking... Wait, isn't zinc the same chance as aluminum? Okay. Zinc is 7.5. So we're getting zinc and tin. We should be getting aluminum. So no idea why we're not. That is the question. But, okay, so we need, if we lose our dash pickaxe, that's quite a big deal. So we need to find a way, to get there without losing our dash pickaxe, which is, not easy. Not easy. Let's put the zinc down there. I think the best thing to do is probably to make a chest, bring the chest with us, and put our dash pickaxe in a chest in the asteroid. That's probably the best thing to do. Okay, whoops, we got a sapling over here that we don't want to lose. There we go, we got the sapling, because those are precious. When we actually build our proper tree farm, we're going to make a larger area. And we should really get our crook so that we can get some saplings from this tree. That's the best thing to do. So let's go ahead and get the crook. We need to get some wood, get the chest, and bring it with us to the asteroid. Hope that we make it there and don't lose our dash pickaxe. That's the idea. And we need to actually notice when we are about to die so that we put the pickaxe into the chest in time. Also, we got some form of slowness as well. What am I getting? The crook is... Oh, we broke the crook already. Okay. But yeah, we got some form of slowness because of the thermal stuff. So I think if we put it like... How do you make a crook? I forget. Crook. There we go, like that. We need to make it with... Oh, like that. Okay, that's very simple. There we go. And that should be a crook. Nice. Okay, let's put that in there. And now we can go ahead and head downstairs. And we don't want to... we will take the sapling with us because we're going to replant it. Replant it today. Okay, let's start breaking these things. There we go. We got some silkworms. We got some saplings coming. Nice indeed. Silkworms and saplings. Silkworms, by the way, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar with Ex Nihilo, basically silkworms allow you to create string by putting them on trees. That is very nice indeed. So, here we go. Let's just grab all the leaves because you have a very high chance of getting saplings from using a crook. Oh, and we got an apple too. That is nice. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? No idea. But in any case, we are about to die, but hopefully we can grab all this stuff again. And then we want to... Okay. Then we want to head to the place with the chest that we're going to get from mining this. So let's mine this. Let's place down the sapling before we die. There we go. Now it's going to start growing. We need to grab that. Where's our second piece of wood? Okay, there we go. We got that. And probably one more tick and we're going to die. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, we have... It seems slightly random as far as how quickly you die. It seems a little bit random. It's like we have half a heart left, and then it regenerates a bit, and then whoop, we have a full heart left when it goes back down again, and then it regenerates, then it goes back down again. It's like, yep, you have half a heart. Wait, nope, now it's a full heart. Now it's half a heart. Now it's a full heart, and then you die. So it's like a little bit random, so we never know. We don't want to be in a position like if we happen to walk out that door by accident and we're too close to the edge, we don't want to be in a position to lose all of our stuff. If we do that, then we're not in a good place at all. But as it is, we have our 2 oak woods. It seems like 1 crook per tree is like how it goes with the wooden crooks. When we have enough materials, metals and things, we can make some bigger crooks, but some better crooks. But here we go. Let's put the silkworms away, the apple, the saplings, and let's turn this into a chest. Okay, here we go. Here we go indeed. There we go, and there we go, and that would be a chest. Okay. Chest, there we go. Nice. Okay, we can put the axe away and the crook. And now we need to take our pickaxe and hope that we don't die while we get to the other place there. So, this would be that. Do we need to bring anything else? We don't need to bring anything else that I can see unless you guys can see something. But let's just go ahead and go. And let's head out of here and try... Whoop, let's go up, actually. That would be the main exit, is going out upwards. That'd be the best place to exit. Here we go. Over here, past our massive energy storage bank that has no solar panel to fill it yet. But we got loads... We are, anytime that we're not using the machines, those energy storage banks will be filling so fast that we're, like, not so fast, but they're going to be filling so full that we won't even need the solar panel for quite a long time after we actually make it out of those things. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Okay, can we get over here? This makes it a little more difficult because you keep taking damage. It's a little more difficult to jump and aim properly and all that while you're taking damage because it kind of interferes with your jump sometimes. So, okay, there we go. We are here. Now, place down the chest. We are ready with our dash pickaxe. We can put it in the chest when we need to. So, this is nice. We need to go ahead and start mining this. We need to get, hopefully, a full stack, if we can, of each, but that might take a while, so maybe we'll go for a half stack or something. Not sure why, though, with a 7.5% chance of getting those 3 things, aluminum, tin, and zinc, why we were getting a lot of tin and zinc but no aluminum. That seems a little bit odd. A little bit odd indeed. Okay, so we're going to try to keep this place enclosed so that we don't lose all of our blocks out to the edges of the asteroid. If we break through the walls, then we can lose the blocks out the edges, especially if we die and then the whole stack of blocks goes flying out. The only thing we have to really watch out for is the main entrance. The main entrance there, if we get too close to it, then we can go ahead and lose our materials out the main entrance, which is not obviously ideal. Well, actually, it's obviously not ideal. So, let's see. Okay, we're gonna die. Let's go ahead and put these items away while we can. There we go. Our dash pickaxe is away. We need to put the extra rocks in there. We got about a third of a stack, it looks like. And we got a little bit more over here. And a little bit more. We don't have a little bit more over there. Okay, now here's a problem. We're just going to stand here and wait to die, which is a little bit pointless. Slowness 3. Yeah, you can see we got slowness 3 because of the thermal padding thing. Should we get another pickaxe so that we can, because we have all this time right here where we don't know if we're going to die or not. So maybe we should get another pickaxe so that we can actually do anything while we are waiting. Okay, here we go. Let's head back in there. We didn't spend our full time last time in the asteroid. We spent a lot of it in the base. Let's see how much we can get done. If we can get the full stack done before dying next time. Let's see. But here we go. What do we have to start with? We have about a quarter... Wait, 25? That's about, not quite a half, but it's close to a half of a stack. So, okay, time to go. Let's break the roof. You know what we could do? What do you guys think? Let me know in the stream chat and in the comments and all that if we should turn this asteroid into something once we get the whole thing mined out, because this will be our mining area for a while until we get automatic mining with cobblestone generators and computer craft and all those things. But for now, this is going to be just like a giant room that we're mining out. So if you guys have any suggestions for what we should do with this giant room, then go ahead and let me know. We could even perhaps oxygen-proof it or something. Oxygen-proof it and make a whole bunch of fill it in with something or other. No idea what exactly we can do with it. But if you guys have any ideas for a giant room in here, I think it actually looks kind of nice with this pattern on the walls. It looks interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed. Let's go ahead and start flattening the back wall then, in that case. That might work. That might be good. And, okay, so let's mine as high up as we can. And so we're going to mine up into the ceiling as high up as we can after we get this done. But we're going to stop when we get to a full stack of each. So basically these two different types of asteroid rock, you put them together and you get cobblestone. That's basically how it works. So we got this. Let's see, what do we have here? What do we have here? We're actually, it's nice that we don't die too quickly. That makes it nice. As you were saying earlier, it kind of makes it more interesting when you're not like spending most of your time running between things, between dying and getting back in and then dying and then getting back in. You're spending, a lot of time actually working on this, but there is the threat of death looming over all the time because oxygen setup is invalid, as you can see on the screen there. It very kindly points that out to us. And invalid thermal protection as well, which is kind of an issue. So, okay, I think we're at a full stack, are we? Let's go ahead and see, and I think we don't have anything else up there. Okay, so that's nice. So let's go ahead and check this out. We've got... Oh, we don't have a full stack of the light one. So let's go ahead and get some of the light one going here. Because we're getting close to a full stack. Close to a full stack. I think what were we on? We were on like 35, 46, 48. Okay, 48 of these. So we need to turn that. We only need 10 plus 2 plus 4. That would be 16. And that's all we need. So let's go ahead and keep grabbing that. The thing is, they take so long to fall. It's very hard to tell unless you're like counting every block. It's very difficult to tell how many you've actually mined. Because we don't want to get too close to the exit right now because we're about to die. But it's hard to tell how many you've mined because they just keep floating through the air. And so then it's like you mine a whole bunch, and then they fall. And then you eventually get them. So let's grab some of these, get a little closer to that one, and a little closer to that one. Okay. There we go. Let's get through this as well. Get that. We're about to die. Can we grab these blocks in time? There's another block floating there. Okay, can we grab the blocks and put them in the chest in time? That is the question. Okay, place the pickaxe in the chest and the rocks and all that, and okay. We are good to go. Now, how many blocks do we have? Oh, didn't see it in time. Okay, I think we have a full stack, though. Happy Ducky the Third! Hello, welcome to you, welcome to the stream, welcome to the day. We are running out of oxygen, as you can tell. We are playing a Thinking Pack 2, and we are trying not to die. That's basically the thing. We are out of oxygen. We are trying to make the oxygen. We are trying to currently make a solar panel in order to make the... Okay, what do we have here? Oh, we have a full stack of each. Nice, indeed. Oh, no, we don't. One block shy. We need to fix that. That is a issue. There we go. There we go. We got the one block. Okay. We are trying to survive this. We are trying to turn this into cobblestone, bring this back to the base, and don't lose it into the void while we die. And turn all of this stuff into... Hopefully damage doesn't interrupt the sneak, but it seems like it doesn't. But turn all of this stuff into a solar panel to start generating power to get the auto sieve running. When we get the auto sieve running, then we can have it sifting while we are doing other things, and we can start making the oxygen gear. That's the idea. So, let's take these things, turn them into cobblestone. Let's put that in there. We got slowness 3 as well, which is not good. 2 stacks of cobblestone, that is nice. Okay, we need to make this into compressed cobblestone and then turn this into sand. And let's just double check there's no other way to make aluminum. Recipe for aluminum. We can make aluminum. We can make it from aluminum blocks or from blocks of aluminum. Those are two different things apparently. Aluminum ore, we can make it from aluminum ore, we can make it from aluminum ore chunks, or from aluminum ore, or from aluminum ore dust. The dust comes from a quartz grindstone, which we don't have. We do not have a quartz grindstone. So, Aluminum ore chunks from aluminum ore pieces. Aluminum ore pieces come from sifting sand. That or crushed endstone. How do you make crushed endstone? Can we make that? Is that a better chance? Compressed ender gravel. Okay then. Let's see. Hammer. Crushed endstone from endstone. How do we make endstone? Can we make endstone even? Chiseling. Nope, we cannot make endstone, it looks like. So it looks like the only thing. Happy Ducky the Third says aluminum. Yep, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it indeed. Okay, so we got... yeah, we need to turn this into gravel or sand. Can't remember. Aluminum ore pieces from sand. Yes, with an iron stiffened mesh. Okay. Iron stiffened mesh, sand. Let's turn this in. Let's get a compressed stone hammer, because we can compress things, which is very nice indeed. So, let's compress the cobblestone. There we go. We got 7 compressed cobblestone. Let's make another batch of compressed cobblestone. There we go. 14 compressed cobblestone. Let's put the extra in here. Like that. There we go. Now, oh, actually, we are going to take that. We're going to take that because the compressed cobblestone will mine that. Okay, 14 compressed cobblestone. Let's start building that up. There we go. And one more block to put in place. There we go. And now, use the compressed stone hammer to start mining that. All right. Happy Ducky the Third says, lots of aluminum. That is true. There is a lot of aluminum indeed. Where does this all go? It likes to fly into the air. Every time we mine it, it's just like flying into the air. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Okay, and we're about to die again. Let's see if we can get all this mined before we die. But we have now turned 2 stacks of cobblestone into compressed cobblestone and into a bunch of gravel. We are almost there with the gravel. Almost there indeed. We need to turn it into sand, I believe. Oh, that one wasn't quite done. There we go. Okay, let's grab all of this stuff. There's still some... Oh, Handy Andy ran out of oxygen. Okay. Well then, let's go ahead and head back inside. Thankfully, we spawn right over here, which is right next to the entrance, which is nice. Nice indeed. This is an auto sieve. There's a little guy in there, and he is sifting. Or he's waiting to sift. He needs power, though. For some reason, there's a little guy that needs power. Don't ask me why that is, but he needs some power to operate. You'd think he would need food, like something like wheat or something, but no. No, he does not need food. He needs power. So we need to go ahead and get him some power. Now, I thought we had 2 stacks. So where? Oh, there we go. It's hiding behind the chest again. It's always hiding behind the chest. Don't ask me why, it just does. So, we need to make, I believe it was sand. Yes? No? Recipe. Aluminum ore chunks from sand. Yes, okay. Let's go ahead and turn this into sand then. Compress the gravel. This is very convenient when you can get compressed gravel. There we go. And we need to go ahead and turn this into some compressed cobblestone. Nope, not compressed cobblestone, compressed gravel. Okay, but does our hammer work on the regular cobble? Because we have a little bit of that left. Where'd it go? Well, we did have a little bit of it left, but I think it has been misplaced when we died. So we don't have those 2 extra pieces of cobblestone. But that is okay. That is okay. Let's put our extra hammer in there. Okay. Time. Unless it went through here. It might have, but it didn't. But there is the world. There is the Earth that we are trying to get back to. We are not actually on the Earth right now, which is a bit of a problem. But let's go ahead and start trying to fill this in like this. There we go. Okay. There's a lot of stuff, repetitiveness that we have to do, but it is all necessary to get on to the bigger challenges. We do have slowness 3 right now, which is a bit of a dilemma, because when you try to look like close to a block, you get really close to the block. It like fills the whole screen because of the slowness 3 thing. So here we go. The nice thing with this compressed hammer, though, is that every time you break something, it uncompresses it. So you break the compressed gravel, it turns into sand, but it turns into like regular sand and does the whole multiplying thing that it does with sand, right? With the compressed gravel stuff there. So, okay. Okay, we got this sand over here. Okay, now, I'm gonna do your job, sir. You are the auto sieve, and I'm gonna do your job because you refuse to work without power. That's, well, I mean, I would understand that, you know, a lot of people, you know, people want to work for some sort of pay, right? But normally it's money, but this guy wants power, so, well then. We do, in fact, have 2 stacks of this stuff now. We are ready to start sifting the sand like this. I don't think, do you guys know, is there such a thing as an auto-clicker thing in this, this mod pack here? Because Computercraft, I don't think Computercraft can, oh, new follower Happy Ducky the Third has joined the Peculiar Pine Tree Forest. That's what the sound was. Welcome to the Peculiar Pine Tree Forest. Thanks for the follow and all that. Yeah. If you guys happen to know, is there a way to do an auto clicker with Computercraft, one of those Computercraft add-ons or something? Oh, now we're getting aluminum. Last time we only got, we're gonna die. Let's go ahead and put this into the chest and the aluminum in there. Okay, let's grab a stack of sand though and start sifting it. There we go. Oh, actually, we can turn that aluminum into another aluminum ore. That's nice. The reason we're making the solar panel first instead of the compressor, actually, hang on. Wait a minute. We need the compressor. Wait a second. Are we doing the wrong recipe? Are we doing the wrong recipe? Because we're making a solar panel, we need to make a compressor, don't we? What's going on with that? Wait, is that the compressor recipe? Compressor, we need to make, okay, let's check the solar panel recipe again, because I'm a little confused. Solar, okay, there we go. We need to, yeah, we need compressed steel. Compressed steel, which requires a compressor. Okay, so are we making the wrong recipe? What's the compressor require? Compressor. That would be bad if we're making the wrong recipe. Compressor is over here. Oh, that's... Okay, we're making the right one. That's good. Okay, so anvil, aluminum ingot, copper ingot. Okay, so we're making the right one. Not to worry, we're making the right one. The iron, we should have some iron in the furnace. No, we don't. What happened to all of our iron? Did we use it all? Hopefully we didn't use all of our iron. Okay, there we go. We got an aluminum ore chunk. We have an aluminum ore chunk. And where's all of our iron? We should really look for that. But let's ignore that for now. Hopefully we didn't use up all of our iron on pointless things. We got 8 iron, but we need... To make an anvil, I believe it's 3 iron blocks, which is 27 iron, plus 4 ingots. So that's 31. We have 8. So that's kind of a problem. And, okay, tin, nice. That's interesting. Zinc, okay. If we get a third thing, we're going to get aluminum. So we'll see. We'll see. Indeed. Is there a way to speed this up, make it more of a higher chance of getting something? That's the question. Let's just, because one time we only got tin and zinc, the next time we only got aluminum. That's every time we die. So I'm just going to try changing the slots for the blocks. See if that, for some reason, gives us different drops. No idea what's going on, but it is in fact a 7.5% chance of getting something. Oh, we got aluminum. Nice, we got aluminum. Okay, we need a whole lot of that stuff. We need 3 more ingots and 3... Okay, so 3 more ingots. That is about 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, so we need 12 aluminum pieces. And that is basically what we need. We need a little bit more because we need 3 and a third, I think. No, wait. How do you make? Whoops. Hello. We don't want this. We don't want the sand there. How do you make? What do you do with the aluminum ore chunks? Okay, so it's 1-to-1 for the chunk into the ingot. So that is okay. I thought it was like 4 chunks for an ingot, which is that would be quite a problem indeed. But as it is, it's not 4 chunks for an ingot. It is in fact 1 chunk for an ingot, but 4 pieces for a chunk, if that makes any sense. So, what do we have here? We're almost through a full stack of sand. We got a single... If you guys have any ideas for how to speed this thing up, then let me know. Should we put on that thing with the reduced metal requirement recipe thing? Because we could do that. That's possible. Sand. Okay, here we go. Let's put the iron in this slot as well, that we keep our recipe straight. Okay, let's start sifting this. Maybe we should do the recipes with the less iron. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you all think about this dilemma that we have ourselves in right about here? And I ran out of oxygen. Okay. That is quite an inconvenience. Maybe we should, I don't know, because that could speed it up too much if we go for the simpler recipes. But it might not. We got another piece of tin. Nice. Because there is... What are you trying to speed up? Happy Ducky the Third says. We are trying to speed up in the mod options here. We've got Galacticraft Core config. It's got a config quick game easier. Set this to true for less metal use in Galacticraft recipes. Makes the game easier. So we could perhaps do that, because what we basically have to do right now is we have loads and loads of sifting to do. That's basically what's involved. And so until we get the auto sifter, it's basically a matter of just doing a whole bunch of sifting. So if we can simplify the Galacticraft recipes, there we go, we got an aluminum ore piece. If we can simplify the recipes, then we might be in a better position in terms of more interesting live streams. Unless you guys are enjoying this as it is, then we can just keep chatting and things while we mine, or not mine, but rather sift some sand. That is possible. That is possible indeed. So how many aluminum do we have? We have 2 aluminum ore pieces. Actually, that's getting good. We're getting some better odds this time. It looks like we are getting faster a little bit, closer to the whole next ore chunk thing. That's the idea. Because here's the other thing: is after the aluminum, then we need to actually get some iron as well, which we should have some. Do we have it in the basement? Is that where we have it? Let's go until we get a 4th aluminum ore piece, chunk, whatever it's called, and then let's go ahead from there and see. Once we can turn that into a chunk and all that, then we can go ahead and look for our iron, because I thought we had more iron than we do. Which is, okay, there we go. Got the 4th piece. Okay, so let's put the zinc in there, the tin, and the extra sand. Now, 4 aluminum ore pieces, and we can go ahead and put that over here and turn that into a chunk. There we go. Now, the chunks can be turned easily into ingots because we have 2 furnaces. So let's go ahead and put the chunk here. Let's count that as an aluminum ingot. So, we now have 2 more aluminum ingots. We need 2 more aluminum ingots, and then we need to make the anvil. Unless we already have that. Did we already make the anvil? It's possible that we did. Let's check for that. Anvil. Not in there. Let's check downstairs. Happy Ducky the Third says, do you have a base? This is the base, or at least what we have of it. This is a place that we have found out in the middle of space. It is a base. It's complete with airlocks and all kinds of things in it, such as cargo controllers and things. We also have crafting benches for spaceship things. We also have some crafting benches that we can store things in, like no anvil. So that's not ideal, obviously, but we're going to search for iron. But we have loads of things in this base. It is very helpful indeed. Happy Dicky the Third says, trees! That is true. There are definitely some trees over there. There is a tree. They take up a lot of space inside this base here. But there's also that. Which, what is that? That's the question. That is a, something. Some sort of a bacteria thing or something. It's weird. But we have some nether wart, it looks like, as well. Okay, so we don't have our iron, it looks like, unless it is upstairs and we misplaced it, because that's always possible. But it's probable that... Oh, you know what? We must have used it all in the autosieve. We must have used it all in the autosieve. That's gotta be what happened there. So, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do, actually, is Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the simpler recipes. Let's go for that, because that's going to speed things up quite a lot, and we'll get on to the more interesting things going on over here. Let's head down in here, and then let's turn on the simpler recipes and try to see what we can do. So, here we go. Mod options. Galacticraft. We want Galacticraft Core. Let's go into the config, and let's go for the less metal use in Galacticraft recipes. Yes, let's go for that. Let's go for that, just for the sake of speeding this up a bit. So, now what does that do to the recipes? Let's go ahead and check for compressor. There we go, compressor. We want to get the compressor. It still requires the same amount of materials. Is that because it requires a restart to change the recipes? That's possible. Let's check the solar. It might require a restart to get those simpler recipes. Yeah, it looks like... What did it say? What did it say? Whoops. Wrong button. It said in the Galacticraft config over here, Galacticraft Core, easier. It says... It doesn't say that it requires a restart, but it might require a restart. So let's go ahead and do that and see what we can do with that. But if you guys are just tuning into the stream, basically we are currently playing. Let's just go ahead and get this restarting one thing at a time. Okay, and play. There we go. We are currently playing a Thinking Pack 2, which there is a link if you guys want to try it. This is a public mod pack, and we can you can go ahead and check that out in the link in the description. But basically, Lucinity says, I believe that JEI only scans recipes on startup, so the recipe could be updated, but JEI doesn't know about it. That's possible. So we'll wait for this to load up here. But basically, a Thinking Pack is a matter of you have a bunch of different challenges. We are currently starting in the asteroid belt, and we are trying to survive. We are low on oxygen, as you can tell. We are completely out of oxygen, and we are trying to make some oxygen gear as quickly as possible. That is the aim of the game at the moment. We also have the challenges. The Thinking Pack has some challenges, and the challenges are the challenges. Basically, automate pretty much everything using super fast automation. Now, what exactly that means is kind of up to you, because super fast is a little bit relative, but we will see what we can do. First task is to survive, get the oxygen up and running, and then we'll move on to that. We already have the auto sieve on the way, which is very nice, but then we move on to, we also have the challenge. Oh, we're also, by the way, we're in the asteroids, but we're also in peaceful mode, which makes it difficult because you can't get the medals from the monsters like you usually do in these things. So we're going to get this up and loaded again and see if JEI will give us the simpler recipes. But peaceful mode makes things very difficult. We can also, there's a bunch more challenges as well in a Thinking Pack. For those of you guys who want to check that out, go ahead and check the link in the Twitch panels and the YouTube description if you're watching once the archive goes up on YouTube, which is usually on Saturday. The representative says, I wonder if JEI has a rescan command. Oh, that would be interesting to find out. Just noticing the green screen, I believe, is starting to have some trouble. So we need to go ahead and switch to this. Yeah, you can see the green screen is starting to have trouble because the sun is going down. So let's go ahead and fix that. It's kind of all warbly back there. So let's go ahead and fix that. Turn off this chroma key profile. Let's try this one. Oh, that actually seems to work very well. Okay. That one seems to be good. So, let's... Whoops, wrong button. Okay, let's head back into the game over here. That is nice. That is what we're going to do. And let's go over here. Full screen the game again, and then let's go ahead and head back in. Now, we're going to get a whole bunch of FPS lag and things while we are loading it, but that is to be expected. Happy Ducky the Third says, what's JEI? JEI stands for Just Enough Items. It is similar to the Not Enough Items mod, but basically it is the mod that gives you loads of recipes. That's the way it works. So there's recipes. When you open your inventory, you can read all the recipes for everything, just like this. There's recipes all over here, and that's basically what JEI does, is gives you recipes. that is the thing. Okay, and we're out of oxygen. So that is that. So, respawn. And head back in. And here we go. Okay, we are heading back in just like this. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and we're getting a little bit of frame rate lag because we are loading. Also, the monsters are out because they always come out when we restart the game, because it likes to default it to normal mode. If you guys know of any way to default it to peaceful, then let me know. That would be why we died so fast as well. Okay. Recipe for a solar panel still requires the same stuff, it looks like. Steel pole. Okay, but what about a compressor? That's what we're really going for. Compressor. Compressor would be over here. Yes. It still requires the same recipe. Did it reset the setting or something? Like, what's going on with that? Okay. Let's see. Let us see. Galactic Craft Core config. Okay, so it requires the same metals. So no idea how this works. No idea how that works. But in any case, we are here now. We're going to go ahead and try to keep sifting and hope that we don't die too quickly. We got 19 more sand. And you know what would be really good if we had diamonds is... We do. Oh, hang on. We could make a computer craft turtle to mine. We could... Okay, hang on. We could get... Lupus Vanity says you might want to black out your windows so that you don't need to change chroma key profiles midstream. That might be an idea. It always looks better, though, with the full sunlight. The chroma key, when it starts to go down, you start seeing more of, like, the green around my hand, I think, and you start seeing, like, other things that it just doesn't look as good without the sun, so I kind of like it with the sun up, but then there is that whole changing effect that happens to it. Okay, here's what we can do, because we're doing two things right now. We are going and mining the asteroids. We're also sifting. Now, we already have an auto sieve, except that we can't use it yet because of no power, but we could, in fact... Oh, that's another ingot right there. We could, in fact, set up a computer craft turtle if we have the diamonds for it, which we might. Let's see. Let's see. So this would be... We only need one more aluminum. Then we need to get the iron. And I think the iron... Is the iron actually a more common recipe? Like, what's the chance of getting iron? Iron ore chunks from iron ore pieces. Iron ore pieces with a iron stiffened mesh is a 15% chance. Okay, so we'll get the iron a lot faster. A lot faster. But yeah, if we already have some diamonds, where are our diamonds? They're downstairs. If we can go ahead and how many do we have? If we can turn that. Lipsending says turtle might need plethora kinetic augment to use the sieve. Plethora kinetic augment. Let's check for kinetic. Kinetic. So you're saying that computer craft might be able to use the sieve? Like, I'm just talking about using it to do a cobblestone generator, but the sieve would be even better. Kinetic augment allows controlling your body via the neural interface. Okay. Potion of leaping? What in the world? Yeah, there's not much chance of getting that, I think, unless the recipe is simpler than I was thinking. Let's go ahead and check that out. But, that would be kind of an issue. But, if we can use computer craft, perhaps to make... We're checking on our diamonds, so we're going downstairs. If we can use it to make... Okay, what's the, Potion of leaping. Rabbit's foot. Where do we get that from? We can't get that from anywhere. So, okay. So, not much chance of getting that anytime soon. But, turtle requires, and that would be a very simple program, it requires a bunch of iron. So that's going to use up much of our iron that we already have. But, if we can make the cobblestone generator, then that might be worth it. How many diamonds? 2 diamonds. Okay, so Yeah, it might be best, though, 2 diamonds. We don't have 3. We need 3 to make a turtle with a pickaxe. So, yeah, but diamonds, we could possibly get another diamond when we actually go to mine the, to get the iron. That's possible. You know what, maybe we should do that for when we go for the next machine, because we're nearly there with this compressor thing. So let's go ahead and go and try to mine some more materials and things. And when we get this material starting to mine, then we can go ahead and we can get all the stuff that we need. We're almost there with the aluminum, and the iron shouldn't take too long because it's double the chance, and we already have a lot of it. Yikes, we're getting some lag in addition to the damage taken. It's very difficult to get anywhere like this, but let's go ahead and head over here anyways. Alright. Happy Ducky the Third says, poor rabbit. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Poor rabbit. Indeed. Dash pickaxe, there we go, like this. Okay, we're gonna start mining this, start mining the roof, and see if we can get... We need 2 types of stone to make cobblestone. We need a stack of each. Actually, that's the thing, is if we could set up a cobble generator in the base, then we would save a lot of time, possibly, on, like, we wouldn't get this room dug out, though, because that's something we want to do, is dig out the room, but we could actually do it in double the time, because mine 1 stack of cobblestone from the farm thing there, instead of mining 2 stacks of this stone. But then again, it's less interesting just standing there mining with a cobble generator. So it's, you know, that's the thing, is that the cobble generator like that is, you know, it's good for automatic stuff, and it's good for basics, like for getting 20 stone or something to start a skyblock. But as it is, we want to actually, you know, we don't want to be just spending our whole time mining at a cobble generator. We want to actually do something like making a giant room out of it. That's the idea. Lipsanity says, where'd our cobblestone go? Okay, there it is. Not our cobblestone, but our moon rock, asteroid rock. Lipsanity says, Squid Dev's Plethorous creator. Okay, read this properly, sir. Squid Dev, Plethorous creator, actually says that the kinetic augment is too cheap for how powerful it is. He says that about a lot of Plethorous peripheral / upgrades / modules. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it, but it's probably very powerful indeed. We don't want to die with our pickaxe on us. It's probably very powerful indeed. So that's kind of the thing. Here's a question though. No potions. Does that just mean we can't use the potions, or we can't craft with them either? Because I think we should be able to craft with them, because then we can do things like making the plethora peripheral things. I don't know. That's a question indeed. Whoa, we just made it across the whole length of the bridge in one jump. That's the nice thing about the asteroids. Okay, let's grab this. We got 20 each, roughly speaking. So we need that's about a third of a stack. So let's go ahead and make this into a full stack, and make this into a full-size room. Let's make this as big as we can mine, and then head up to another room upstairs, and eventually, hopefully, get this whole asteroid mined out. That's the idea. We'll see how this goes. Lipson says, where's the blocks go? The blocks are over here. Okay. Lipson says, an item magnet could be nice with all the floating. That could be a good idea. We could do that, I think, with NEI, but can we do that with, is there an actual item for that? That's the question. Magnetic crafting table. That's not what we're looking for. Okay. So I guess there's no magnet item unless it's by a different name. It's possible that it's called something different. Okay, let's, you know what, the roof is actually difficult to mine because it's too far out of the way that you have to be specifically in the right place to mine it. So let's go ahead instead, and let's mine a little bit lower, but then let's start going for a second floor kind of deal. That might be a good idea. So we can... Oh, we could have like a 2-base thing. 2 bases. That would be neat. We have this place, and then we have the main place that we found, which is very nice indeed. Lieutenant says... The same could be said about turtles. The overpowered nature of turtles. That's true. It could be said. Although, that overpowered nature of turtles is kind of offset by the fact that actually programming them is not a simple task. I mean, it's simple as far as programming goes, but it's not the simplest thing in the world by any means. So it kind of offsets the simplicity of the crafting recipe. That's kind of the simplest part of the whole thing. Lieutenant says, some Open Computers fans prefer Open Computers over Computer Craft because of Open Computers' more difficult recipes. That is possible. Does Open Computers use Lua as well? Or does it use something different? Because that would be interesting to know. Okay, we got almost a full stack of the darker asteroid rock. We need to get the lighter one. And let's keep turning this into a room. We got a giant place up there that we mined out as well. An item magnet would actually be, like, helpful. Helpful indeed. Lieutenant says there is a mod called Simple Magnet. Really? That would be interesting. Interesting to check out sometime. Alright, there we go. We got that. I do believe we got the roof done. Okay, so let's go ahead and start digging back, I think, and see how far we can get. And, oh, there's a block that we left up top there. Okay. Okay, let's put this away because we're about to die. Oh, actually, we don't need much more. We don't need much more. Are we going to lose the dish? Dish? We need some supper. We need to start making dishes and washing dishes and all that because we're going to lose the dish pickaxe. We're going to lose the dash pickaxe. That's what I mean to say. But, okay, let's just go ahead and keep mining this and try to get some of this lighter asteroid rock. Hopefully we didn't lose the dash pickaxe. Let's go ahead and head back over there and see. Okay, head over here, and head over here, and here we go. Whoop, we're stuck. Okay, let's aim properly. Okay. Lieutenant says, might need an RF charger, which a thinking pack doesn't have. That's possible. Okay, we got our dish. We got our dishes back. We can eat supper now. We have the dishes. We have the dash pickaxe back, which is nice. But yeah, RF charger. We don't have that yet. Is there such a thing? I think we do have RF, the ability for that, but we don't. I don't know if we have a charger yet. Applied Energistics 2 has an item charger. And if I remember properly, it doesn't just charge Applied Energistics items, it charges any item that requires its particular energy thing, which I think is AE energy or something, or maybe it's RF, I don't remember. I think Galacticraft can run with RF though, if I'm not mistaken. There's something like the previous mod pack version, I think Thinking Pack 1 for 1.7, it required, like, it allowed you to use RF. And we have a lot of the same mods. We don't have Buildcraft, but we have a lot of the other ones. So hopefully we can actually do this. Okay, so we only need 5 more of this. Well, make that 4, because one was floating on the ground randomly. But we got that, so let's go ahead and start digging the back wall. Let's go ahead and start getting as much of this lighter stone as we can. There we go. Like that. This is the perfect mining place because we can turn this into a base, and it also has the 2 different types of rocks. If you guys saw previous streams, we had a lot of trouble finding both types of rocks. It also does help that we have lighting here now. It's not in the dark where you can't really tell the difference. But, okay, there we go. We got loads more of that. Okay, we got 2 stacks now. Nice indeed. Okay, asteroid rock. We can go ahead and turn these into cobblestone. Don't ask me how that works, but it does. Just put 2 of those together and it turns into cobblestone. Now we got 2 stacks of cobblestone. Now let's try to get back without dying and falling off and all that. Okay. Head over here and turn the corner and... okay, that's a risky move, but we did it. Let's head down here. Half health. We can make it back in time. We should be able to. How much power are we going to be able to store? We got 500 Galacticraft Jewels. And we got, in this, we got 2.5 million, not 500, 500,000. We get 2.5 million. That's a lot of Galacticraft Jewel power that we're going to be able to store, which is very nice indeed. Okay, now that we're back here, we can take this cobblestone and start compressing it and turning it into things and start mining. We are nearly there on our recipes, which is helpful. Okay, there we go. Put this stuff down here like that. There we go. 14 of these. Compressed cobblestone. Place all that down if we can. And 14 like that. There we go. And place the extra down if we can as well. Let's see if that will actually mine with our tool. There we go. Okay, we're about to die, but we can do this. We can do... Okay, so what do we have here? Aluminum ore chunks. We only need one more. Oh, wow, we only need one more. We're nearly there. Nearly there indeed. Nearly there indeed. Oh, need to actually... Whoa, the chat... Okay, things have been happening in the chat while I was not paying attention. Let's go ahead and switch to here and scroll the chat so that I can see what you guys have been saying here. Let's see here. Lieutenant says that's what Dan200 intended for balancing the mod, ComputerCraft. Then everyone started... Whoops, we died. Okay. Respawn. Okay. Then everyone started... Hang on. Head down here. Head down here. Back into here. Okay. We got all of our compressed cobblestone down there. Let's grab our compressed stone hammer. And let's get on to the mining. Does it work on regular stone? Oh, it does? Yes, okay, so a compressed hammer works on regular cobblestone. Nice. Okay, that's what, where did, hang on, sorry. We need to catch up on the chat here. Okay, Lieutenant says that's what Dan200 intended for balancing the mod. Then everyone started sharing programs significantly, lowering the difficulty of accessing the power of ComputerCraft. That is true. That is true. AE's charger didn't work with building gadgets for me. Well, that's a problem. I think Galacticraft might be able to do something, possibly. A lot of mods, Lipside90 says, a lot of mods rebrand RF as their own thing. That's possible. Happy Ducky the Third says, you need a pet rock. Well, that's possible. That is possible that we need a pet rock, but we will see. Lipson says, see, Open Computers uses Lua 2, but a different, more up-to-date version of Lua. It also uses by default Lua as native, not Java code, which means that it can persist the Lua state of the computers, which is really nice. However, if a Lua error escapes the sandbox, it crashes MC. That's interesting. Okay. Errors that escape the sandbox are rare, though, and should not be something to worry about. Okay. So it's like, so if I understand right, ComputerCraft translates Lua into Java to run the commands? Am I understanding that correctly, or not? So that is that's interesting. So ComputerCraft translates Lua into Java, if I'm understanding properly. But Lieutenant says, "Wow, I've written a lot." Nope, that is good. The more chatting, the better. I just need to actually pay more attention, which is easier to do when we are sifting. Now, to get aluminum ore chunks, we need, what do we need? We need sand. Okay, well then, we need to do some more. We need to do one more round with the compressed hammer. Let's go ahead and put that down like that. There we go. And put that down like that. There we go. We get some compressed gravel. Compressed gravel like that. We need to put the, yeah, let's take the extra gravel. Okay. Compressed stone hammer. Let's go ahead and start placing these things down just like that. There we go. And the gravel and the gravel. Nice, 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 nice. And dig that. Regular gravel seems to use a whole lot of the compressed hammer, though. Seems to use it up pretty quickly. Lipsonated says, FYI, Dan200 is the creator of ComputerCraft, although Squid Dev now maintains the most popular fork now. Yep, that is very true. Dan200 I think I've been following him on Twitter for a while, actually. If I'm not mistaken, I think. Although I haven't really, until recently, I haven't been doing much on Twitter, but recently a little bit more. But okay, there we go. We got some more sand. And we got some more sand over here, and more sand over here, and what else do we need to grab? Do we have any floating in the air? No, we don't. Okay, we are good to go. We got the sand. Now we can go ahead and turn this into the last piece of aluminum ore. That is what we're going for. Let's go ahead and not hold the 2 stacks in case we lose them. Let's put the extra stack in there. There we go. All right. Livestream says, now I'm worried that I might have to define fork for you. Because I don't mean cutlery. Yeah, you know, like, I like forks of programs and things. I also like knives and spoons and spatulas. Spatulas are good too. Spatulas are good indeed. But when you're talking a fork like a program fork, it means something that splits off of the main wrong direction. Trying to do a gesture on the camera there and going off the camera, but something that splits off of the main thing that is being created. So like Computercraft was created by Dan200, which then he made it open source, and then a bunch of people start doing different things with it. That's what I understand, basically. So correct me if I am mistaken, but that is quite possibly the deal. Happy Ducky the Third says, now we have plates and forks. That is true, forgot about the plates. Remembered the spatula, forgot the plate. Although a spatula is pretty flat, so you could use it as a plate, except that it has lots of holes in it. So it kind of makes it a little bit difficult to use as a plate. Unless you happen to have a bowl underneath the spatula, then it could make, like, oh, actually, if you have something that's really greasy, that's like hard to eat because it's really greasy, if you have a bowl, and then put a spatula on top because it's got holes in it, and then put your thing on top of the spatula, then the spatula acts like a plate with a sieve that sifts the grease out into the bowl. How's that for an idea? There you go. That would be the proper use of a spatula. Oh, okay, we're getting a little bit of lag over here. I think we need to back up a little bit back to here. Now, why are we not getting anything so far? That is, something is wrong with that. We got a single tin ore piece, and we're getting some. Let's hide the JEI as well, because it likes to slow down the frame rate a little bit. How do you hide that? There's a key command for that. Controls, where are we at? Controls, where are we at? We are at hide. Show/hide control O. Okay. So that would be that, and I think not enough items needs to be hidden as well, because they like to slow the frame rate down. So let's hide that. There we go. That would be the JEI hidden. Now I do believe that we got something else. So it looks like we have 2 crafting recipe menus going on at once. Wait a minute. What's the key command for NEI? Whoops, that's not key commands. There's a key command for disabling NEI, but if we have... This key command is hiding... I don't know what's going on. It looks like we have 2 of them at once. Not sure what is going on with that, but let's go ahead and start sifting. Lipsanate says, Computercraft uses a version of Lua written in Java, so kinda right in saying that the Lua code gets converted to Java, in the same way of how Open Computer's Lua gets converted to native code. This analogy doesn't sit right for my programmer brain, though. Yeah, that's the thing, is oversimplifying things makes things oversimplified. That's kind of the way that it works. Okay, we got a singular piece of aluminum, so we're improving. Lipsanita says, your definition of programming fork is good enough for this context. Excellent indeed. Good to know, good to know. Lipsanita says, you have NEI and JEI by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like we have both, but I don't know how to get rid of. What I really want is NEI. I don't even want JEI, really. Maybe for a couple of things. I think it has some extra recipes or something. But I like the NEI item search box. It's nice. So, actually, I'm a little confused as to which one is which. But, yeah, it definitely looks as if we have both of them running at once, which they always slow the frame rate down a bit. So having both of them at once makes it even worse, but I don't know why, I don't know what the command is to disable the other one, so that's kind of a problem. Kind of a problem indeed, but we're 3, 2, 1, and 0, and we've got an entire half ingot worth of aluminum ore pieces. That's nice, so let's put that in there. Now we want to, whoa, what's this over here? We got some extra stuff floating over there. Do we have any extra stuff floating anywhere else? Oh, and we ran out of oxygen just when we found the thing that was around there. Okay, let's go ahead and head down here again. And head in here, okay. And head in here like this, grab that. Aluminum ore pieces, wait a minute, does that mean that we have enough aluminum? We have enough aluminum, we can turn this into the last piece, and that is excellent. Then all we need is iron, which is a lot better. It's double the chance of getting it, so we should get that pretty quickly indeed. Okay, we got the aluminum ore pieces right there, ready to go. Ready to go indeed. Now, iron, we need to make, I thought we had made an anvil already, but maybe we hadn't. Possibly we had not. If it says JEI has central search box as an option, I believe. What do you mean, like this thing? Or I'm not sure what you mean by central search box. Happy Ducky the Third says, aluminum is a funny word. It is indeed. Aluminum is funny, and I think it was aluminium or something. Aluminium, I think, is how you say it in Britain, if I'm not mistaken. It is even more funny because it adds an extra syllable. There's aluminum and aluminium and stuff like that. There's a lot of things, a lot of pronunciation differences and things that are going on. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot of iron. So how are we gonna make this iron? We are gonna make it by the, where'd it go? Where, wait, what is this? Iron ore dust. How do you don't make that. There's no recipe for iron ore dust. Is that because of hidden something? Nope, it's open. So, okay. Well, that iron ore dust could be could have potential because it says that it's from Ex Nihilo Creatio. So it has potential, but no idea how to actually make it do anything. It's not clicking. So that's kind of a thing. Iron dust from applied energistics, that is quartz grindstone. And iron ore, what we're looking for really is the iron ore chunks, but is there any better way to get it? Iron shard. We could do that, but we don't have any. So, okay, iron ore chunks. Actually, do we have... Did we leave some iron at the main starting base? That's the question. Well, we got nothing to lose. Let's go ahead and head to the main starting base and see if we can find any iron there, because pretty sure we found an asteroid with a bunch of iron ore chunks in it. Let's just double check in our little crafting table down here. Nope. 2 diamonds and emeralds, some batteries, but no iron ore chunks, which I thought we had found some of that. So let's go ahead and head to our starting base and see if we can find anything in there that could be helpful. Alright. Come on, up. Up, here we go. Okay, there we go. Now, let's take the dangerous journey to our main starting base. That's the idea. So, up here. The nice thing with having these super high jumps is that you can actually jump pretty far in one shot. Now, will we make it to the starting base before we die? Because then we'll have to do the trip again if we decide to go there. No, don't fall down. Okay, we're safe. Almost fell down and lost a whole bunch of time there. But we are surviving. We're down to 2.5 hearts, which is not ideal at all. But here we go. Okay, let's head over here. Livestream says, what is it about NEI that you like? I believe that JEI can do most of it. What I really like is being able to click that button at the top of the screen and sort by mod. And show you guys a list for one thing, like do kind of a recap at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, we're gonna die. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna make it. Okay, here we are. Do we have the extra iron at the main starting base? Let's go ahead and try this again. But yeah, that button at the top here, NEI subsets, you click on that and you get the mod list, and it tells you the list of mods in the game, which is very nice, and then you can go ahead and shift click and you get like sorted by mod, and you can disable mods and turn mods on. That's the feature that I really like, and I haven't been able to find that in JEI. Not sure if it's there or not, but it's a very, very useful feature. Also, the ability to double-click this. I don't know if that's in JEI or not, but double-click this and sort by whatever it is you're searching for. That's nice, but we're using up all of our time. Oh, that would be a block above our head. Okay, we're using up all of our oxygen, though. We need to go ahead and get moving. But yeah, those are the two things. And I'd imagine, like, a basic feature such as double-clicking the box to get the recipe, I'd imagine that JEI would have that somehow. Not sure how to use that, though, if it has the feature or not. But it's kind of a basic thing. But the thing with sorting by mods, I'm not sure if it has that or not, because I couldn't even find this button in JEI. It just didn't seem to exist. So that's kind of the thing. Unless, of course, you guys already know where it is, and I've just overlooked it somewhere. That's always possible. It seems as if the slowness might be affecting us while we are traveling, because it seems like we're not getting anywhere very fast. Oh, that's where we got to last time. There's our experience. Our single level of experience. Come on, let's grab that on the way by. There we go. Not sure that it's helpful for anything, but it is there. So let's grab that. Lipson says, JEI can do the double-click to search inventory. Alright. The filtering for JEI is all text-based in the search box. It doesn't have the button, though. Okay, so it doesn't have a way of showing the list of mods in the pack, then, if I'm understanding you right. So it probably can do the thing, like if you type at mod dot whatever the mod name is, you can probably sort by the mod. But, okay. Yeah, but that's the reason, so that's the reason that I'm using NEI. So, not sure how to turn JEI off, though, but I think JEI actually has a few recipes that we need. Wow, okay, this is a long trip when you have slowness, because we're already down to half of our health. And we're not even there yet. We're, like, making it, but not fast enough. Happy Ducky the Third says, well, slowness does make you slow. That's true. That's true. There was a possibility, though, that it wouldn't, like, because of the jumping, that you might float through the air at the same speed as usual. But it's also possible that not. And it seems like it is, like, faster, but not fast enough. Alright. And we're gonna lose this level of experience because there's no way we'll be able to get there and back again in time. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing. Let's head over here. Okay, we're almost at the starting base. I think this might be, yeah, one more asteroid over. Whoa, okay. This is a long trip when you're trying not to die. And we're probably going to get there and find that there's nothing in the chest, but I thought we had some extra iron somewhere. So let's go ahead and... we're going to make it. We got 2 hearts left. 2 hearts left. Oxygen setup invalid. We don't want to sleep in that cryogenic chamber because we're going to respawn back here, and that'll make things very much difficult. Nothing in there, but we got nothing in there. So, okay. In that case, it is time to head back to the base. Time to head back to the base because there's nothing in there. So we will head back to the base in 3, 2... You couldn't even let me finish my countdown, game? Well, never mind then. Never mind then. Okay, we are back here. We need to go ahead and head into here and try to continue. So, we can't find all of our iron. I thought we had some of that iron chunk stuff, but as it is, we do not. So, let's go ahead and make this iron. And let's make the iron from the... Where'd it go? The iron ore chunks. There we go. Iron ore pieces. And let's go ahead and turn these iron ore pieces into... They come from... With an iron stiffened mesh, come from gravel with a 15% chance. That's double the chance of the other thing. So let's go ahead and get the gravel going. Where's the gravel? Oh, we got a stack of sand, but no gravel. Is there any way to make gravel from sand? That would be weird. Like recompressing or like gluing the sand back together. Can we glue the sand back together? That is the question. Where's... Okay, gravel. Gravel. Comes from cobblestone. Comes from compressed gravel. Comes from rock crushing. but you can't glue the sand back together, it looks like. Compressor. Cobblestone into gravel. Wait, you can compress 9 cobblestone into 9 gravel? How does that work? But it does. Okay then. Well then. We need to go ahead and get some more stuff mined then, because we turned all of our gravel into sand. Very nicely done. Okay, so we have all of our gravel as sand, so we need to go ahead and make some more gravel. And then we can make the compressor. And then it shouldn't be too complicated to turn that into... hang on. There's the thing that we encountered before on one of the asteroids. It's called raw meteoric iron, I think. Raw meteoric iron. Where would that be? Okay, meteoric. Let's search for that. Meteoric. Okay. Meteoric iron ingot comes from solid meteoric iron. Comes from smelting raw meteoric iron. I thought we had some of that around. Did we leave that in one of the other places? Like one of the other asteroids that we've come across before? Because there's not much chance of getting that back again, because you saw how impossible it was. We barely made it to the starting base alive, and that place is pretty close. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to get to any other place fairly soon. Although the good news is we have already 17 of these asteroid rocks. So that's already almost a third of a stack. Almost a third of a stack, which is very nice indeed. So let's go ahead and mine this stuff. Loopspenny says, I've heard 2 different stories about the origin of the different spellings of aluminum. In both stories, the Americans discovered and named the element. One story is that it's a typo while sending/interpreting the... you look away... Hang on. Try doing that sometime. Look up, start mining, and then look away and look down more, and then look back. But do it like slow movement, and then you don't know which way you're looking anymore. It's like, wait, am I looking at the ground or the wall or the... Where am I looking? That's the dilemma. Let's go ahead and die here and then respawn. Lieutenant says, in both stories, the Americans discovered and named the element. One story is that it's a typo while sending/interpreting the Morse code across the Atlantic Ocean. The other is that British/international scientists received the name from the US but decided that it sounded stupid and they wanted it to match the naming scheme of the rest of the metals being discovered at the time. Both of those seem quite plausible. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do the rest of you guys think? Which is the more likely explanation for the naming of aluminum versus aluminium? Am I saying that right? Aluminium? Or is it aluminium? There we go. That is the best way to pronounce it, was a bunch of blah, 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 blah. There we go. That should be that. Lipson says, hang on, we need to go ahead and start mining here. Lipson says, the naming scheme being the metal should end in an sound. That's possible. Although aluminum ends in and aluminium ends in as well. So, and ends in So basically, if ends in then you're kind of stuck. So that's kind of the problem. So let's go ahead and keep mining this. It seems easier to mine. Well, reading the chat, it seems easier to mine down. Hello, what's going on? I'm stuck in a block. Oh, there we go. A little bit of block update lag there. Okay, easier to mine down, so we'll stand up on this and start mining down. Happy Ducky the Third says perhaps both at the same time. That's possible. That is possible. Because there's always 2 sides to every story, and there's 2 sides to the Atlantic Ocean. So, you know, kind of explains it a little bit. The vicinity says, for all I know, both stories could be false. That's true as well. That is true as well. There could be a third story. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there a third story for the building? Because that would make it a 3-story tall building. But is there a third story that you can come up with for how aluminum was named differently? That is the question. That is the question indeed. Happy Ducky the Third says we need a new metal called That is a good idea. That is a good idea. We need to make a metal called Hey, we should make the Peculiar Pine Tree mod for Minecraft. It's a single metal called That would be the idea. That would be the idea indeed. All right, let's go ahead, and I think this is quite a... Oh, there's a lot of the lighter stone there, which is what we need. We have currently... Oh, almost a full stack of the dark stone. We just need to get like half a stack of the lighter stone. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Let's head up to the top block, and then start mining down from there. Here we go! Alright, Loop says, so... Miss received the name and then get corrected, and then Britain says we preferred the errored name. That's possible. That is a way that both stories could be true. Happy Ducky the Third says, I could make up a story? Alright. Make up a story then. Let's see. How was the aluminum named differently? That is the question. And the answer is asteroid rock. Because it's got nothing to do with it whatsoever, but it does in fact have filled up the inventory, almost. Let's just finish mining out this wall, and then let's see if we have enough to continue with, and hopefully we can get the pickaxe back in the chest before we die. Hopefully! Yep, let's see. Let's get this rock over here. I think that's... Oh, nope, there's more! There's more over here. Okay, it's a fight between the peaceful mode regeneration of the health and the non-peaceful mode thing with the oxygen and running out of oxygen and all that. Okay, we are here. We are going back into the asteroid. Okay, where are we at? We are over here. We can get this in one jump, and then we can get their pickaxe. Let's not lose that their dash pickaxe. That is very important. 20 of this stone over here, and 15 of this stone, and there's the pickaxe. Okay, put the pickaxe back in there. Oh, we don't even have a full stack yet. Wow, okay. Loop780 says, also, did you know that Twitch has a 500 character limit? I did not know that. That is a good question. That means that when you were when you're making a movie or something, you can only put like a certain number of characters. If you have too many background characters, then you might go over the 500 character limit. That's that's quite possible. But actually, 500 writing characters. Oh, that would be interesting. Like, write a chat message where every character is the first initial of a character in a story. That would be an interesting idea. Interesting indeed. Well then, that would be one way to get a double 500 character limit. Because then technically, you've doubled the 500 character limit because you have 500 writing characters, but you also have 500 story characters as well. So there you go, you just fit 1,000 characters in a single message, which is nice indeed. Alright, this wall is coming down. Coming down indeed. Coming all the way down. There we go. So I think we might have enough stone now, do we, of the light stone? It's possible. Okay, let's check that. Let's check that. When we get all this autosave up and running, then things will be a little bit easier, which will be nice. Hopefully we don't run out of dash in the meantime, though. Okay, what do we have? Ooh, nice, we have a stack each. Okay, we can bring that back home now, turn that into gravel, and get a 15% chance instead of a 7.5% chance that we got before. With the other metal, get a 15% chance of getting iron, which is very nice. And we can, also, you have the chance of getting a diamond at the same time, which is always nice. Always nice to get diamonds. We got 2 diamonds already, which is very nice indeed. Okay, there's the cobblestone. Let's compress the stuff, turn it into gravel, and then make it into things. So there we go, compressed cobblestone. There we go. Let's not use our hammer on this single cobblestone block because it seems to use up the compressed hammer pretty quickly. So let's not use it on that. There we go. Let's go ahead and place this down. Oh, there we go. And down like that. There we go. All right. Time to mine this, hopefully before we die, but we will find out. All right. Happy Ducky the Third says, aluminum used to be called alumin, but it was renamed by a very hungry giraffe who liked to say num. That is quite possible. So the giraffe was eating aluminum. That sounds like a very balanced diet. That would be interesting indeed. Never ever seen a giraffe try to eat aluminum before. But it's possible. In Minecraft, anything is possible. So if it was a Minecraft giraffe, then that is an option. Let's see, what do we have here? We have nothing over here. We need to, whoops. Okay, we just gathered most of the material and we lost most of the material, so let's go back in and gather it again. But the nice thing is that we will have so much power once we get this solar panel running. This is going to be so much power. We got 500,000 galactic joules here, 2.5 million here. So that's like 2.5, so that's 5, 10, 15 million, plus another million, so 16.5 million galactic joules that we can store. 16.5 million, so we can let that gain energy as long as it wants to, because that is so much energy storage that once it actually manages to fill up, then we won't be running it down anytime soon. That's the idea. Hello, there's a giant asteroid floating outside the window. Goodbye, sir. Hopefully they don't break through the window. We will see. But, okay, we're good to go. We need to put the compressed hammer back in there. We need to go ahead and start sifting this, and hopefully we can get some diamonds, but at least we can get some iron. Diamonds have about a 0.8% chance to... Whoa, what was that? Iron! And nickel. Okay, so we got iron already. The nice thing is that while we are trying to get all of these materials, we're gathering other things at the same time, like the nickel. So whenever we need to get into the... we got an emerald. That's nice. I thought it was like a very low percent chance. Let's see. Very low percent chance we've got with the iron stiffened mesh. 0.8% chance to get an emerald. So we should get plenty of iron then if we're getting that many emeralds. We got 2 iron already. Nice indeed. What we're trying to do is make an anvil. Anvils, as you know, require a lot of iron, but we already have a few. So that is good. More than a few. We have more than a few. Lipson says, I feel like a crucible should be a goal once that asteroid runs out. Oh, that's what it's called! Crucible, from the Ex Nihilo mod, the crucible makes lava. And then you can turn the lava into a cobblestone generator, and then you can put a turtle attached to the cobblestone generator to make a automatic cobblestone harvester. That is what you can do. Those 2 things are what we need. We need automatic cobblestone. We also need automatic sifting. Automatic hammering would be good as well, but with the compressed hammer, it's pretty quick. So we don't need to worry about that. We can do all the manual hammering that we want. But we do need to automate the sieve, and we need to automate the compressor as well. Actually, the compressor, yeah, we can get an electric compressor. That would be good. Oh. Loops180 says, wondering where you would get water. Yeah. Had not quite thought of that. Okay, where would we get water from? Water? What are we gonna do about that? That's the question. But, okay. Because, well, let's find out, I guess. We could see. We've got... Let's get through this stack of gravel. And then see what we can do. So, we got actually 7 iron already, which is nice. Very nice indeed. Luptonade says, is there non-packed ice on... Oh, there might be. Non-packed ice on asteroid? Happy Ducky the Third says the original pronunciation was al-u-min, and then when the num suffix became all the rage, people began to pronounce it. Whoops, I'm mining this with nothing in it. Okay, we're out of space in our chest. Okay. Well then, we got a stack of gravel to grab when we get back inside. Hang on, gonna read the rest of the message momentarily. But need to get back inside and get this here. Okay, we got the gravel. Nice, okay. The original pronunciation was alumin, and then when the num suffix became all the rage, people began to pronounce it aluminum. But then the people from England wanted to pronounce it properly, but they kept the num suffix, thus aluminium. Possible. Ep4 the Third says, that's my explanation. The giraffe is responsible? Is that the right word? Not sure. The giraffe is responsible. Anyways, okay. Gravel, we got a stack of gravel. So, what we want here, we can make a compass as well. Meteorite compass. But what we're looking for is to turn this iron ore pieces, into iron ore chunks. There we go. We do need to make a second chest as well. So let's grab let's put that over there, because we're out of space. So let's grab, where would be our axe? Oh, there it is. Found the axe. We need to make the second chest. So let's go ahead and start grabbing from this tree. Grab a single block of wood. That's all we need because we already have some wood. So we're gonna save some space at the same time as we're making a chest, because we can take that wood out and we can take that wood out. So here we go. So we saved 2 stacks of space. Nice, okay. Chest like this. Save 2 stacks and make a whole bunch more. There we go. Put the chest down here. Nice, okay. Now we don't even need it because of using up our wood. Okay. Alright, the programs were switching on me. Just need to switch back to the chat here. Okay, here we go. So what we were going to check the something. How do you make water? Yes, bucket of water. Water bucket. Ooh. Crucible. And put leaves or saplings or apples. We're gonna have loads of saplings. So put saplings into a crucible, get a bucket of water. Well, that's simple. That is quite simple indeed. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's go ahead and move these things over. And there we go. We got the iron ore chunks coming. We need quite a number of those, so let's get sifting and reading the chat with you guys. So, Lipfinity says, alternative idea. After America butchered a lot of English words, Britain took revenge on the one word that America invented. Possible. It is possible, because there's a whole lot of spelling differences. Actually, I don't know if you guys ever find, like, if, being from Britain, I don't know if you find the differences, but I live in Canada, and I find it's very interesting because we use a lot of the British spelling for a lot of words, but we're right next to the States, and we're so tied into the States that we see, and especially with the internet, we see, a diamond! Well, we see that too, but we also see, like, the American spelling all the time, and so there's a lot of words that I don't even know, like, what's the British spelling, what's the American spelling, and, like, we're kind of caught in the middle here in Canada. I don't know if you have that ever in Britain or not, but it's, like, pretty much, I don't know, it's just like everything, and especially with the internet, a lot of things are the American spelling. Then there's the whole debate between, is it WXYZ or WXYZ? That is the question. And basically what I do is, I don't know if this is just a Canadian thing or what, but it depends on the word that follows it, or like the letter that follows it. So it's like, okay, we don't want to lose these diamonds. That's kind of important. Let's grab that. Check behind the chest again, because there's often something that goes behind the chest, but we're okay. Okay, let's put the diamond in there and the emerald. We can now make that turtle, except that we don't want to use up all of that iron. Oh, speaking of iron, let's put our metals in here. There we go. We got iron coming. But yeah, what I do is it depends on the letter that comes after it. So, like, a zebra, that's a Z. I was gonna say xylophone, but that's an X. Xylophone is an X. But, there's, like, it's sort of like the difference. I think what I usually do is, like, the difference between the word A versus the word N, like A versus AN. So it's like, you use AN before a vowel, so like an apple or an elephant or undeniable, that's a UN, that's different. But you could also like use like the word A before like consonants, like a computer or a contraption or a conundrum or things like that, you know? That's kind of the thing. I think I do the same thing with Z and Z, but I'm not sure. It depends on what sounds better. Getting tongue-tied. Lupsanity says, the internet is practically owned by America. I hate it. That is true. It is, basically. But, I mean, they have some good things going down there, so it's like for the last 250 years or so, you know, there's a lot of things people complain about. We're not here to get into politics. There's a lot of things people complain about, but they do have for the last 250 years a lot of good things going there, so it's kind of, I think it's a trade-off that's, you know, worth it kind of thing. So it's kind of the thing. Let's turn this into iron. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got an extra iron piece. So there we go. Let's put that in. Oh, no, a chunk. We got loads of pieces. Okay, so 3 extra ingots. We're gonna need, to make an anvil, I believe it's 3 iron blocks to start with. So we're gonna need to make a lot of this iron stuff. Here's a question. Do you guys think... Representative says, looks like you need more chests so that you can organize. Yep, organizing is definitely a thing that must be done. So, basically, what do you guys think? We have enough metal, enough iron, to make the computer craft turtle, which then we can use to build the automatic cobblestone harvester, and then we can be harvesting cobblestone while we are sifting, which would be nice. Does it require fuel? I don't think it requires fuel. That actually is kind of important to find out. If it requires fuel to mine, let's go to the test world and check. Let's do that. Here we go. Test asteroids. Okay. Because if it requires fuel, that changes the equation completely. But if it doesn't require fuel, then we could make, if you think it's worth it, that would take a lot of our iron that we already have built up. But it might be worth doing. So let's head down here. This place is completely full. Let's head outside then. Nope, let's head into one of these rooms. There is a room that has nothing in it. There is a room that has nothing in it. And that room would be not that one. Not that one that has netherwort in it. Nope, they all are full. Okay, never mind. Well, let's head outside then. And see what we can do. See what we can do. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, you can apparently break part of the door. But then it just goes ahead and replaces itself. Okay then, that's interesting. Okay, let's head up here. And nope, let's head down here. Let's make a cobblestone generator quickly and see if the turtle requires... Actually, let's not bother... Yeah, let's make the generator. Okay. Cobblestone. There we go. Like this. We need also lava. We also need water. And we also need a turtle. Turtle with a pickaxe. Because we can make it now. Is it worth all the iron, though? Okay, where did it go? Oh wait, mining turtle. There we go. Looking for the word pickaxe. You know when you're skimming words really fast and it's just like, okay, there goes the words. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let's build this up. And like that. Let's use glass so then we can see what's happening. Okay, glass. Glass. There we go. Let's spell that properly. Okay, glass. Okay, let's build this up like that. Okay, glass, 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 glass. I do believe we need to make it 3 high. And here we go. That would be a 3 high thing of glass like that. And then we can build a second. We could do connected textures with this as well, but that requires the chisel and everything as well. So we're going to just ignore that for the time being. So let's build this up like this. There we go. Now, we want to place down the 1 piece of glass down there. Place down the lava bucket. Nope, place down the water first. And then the lava bucket down here. That would be... Oh, need to break that. There we go. There we go. We got the cobblestone being generated, which is nice. Mining turtle. Okay, does it require fuel? Let's place it down. Give it a simple program. Let's say... okay, let's just call... Cobble Gen. Come on, type properly. There we go. Cobble Gen. Oh, we need to edit Cobble Gen. Forgot that. Been a long time since using ComputerCraft. Edit Cobble Gen. Okay, a simple program. Well, whoops. Well, 0 is equal to 0. Do. End. And we want to turtle.dig. There we go. That is all that there is to it, except that we also need a delay of os.sleep for 1 second, let's say. os.sleep. There we go. And save. Exit. And cobble gen. There we go. Oh, okay. Whoa, that's quick. That's a lot quicker than mining. Yeah, okay. Okay, that is so quick. Is that worth? Do you guys think it's worth spending the most of the iron that we've got so far, maybe 2/3 of it, on this turtle? Because that is so quick at mining right now. Oh, no. Get back up. Get back up. There we go. That is so quick at mining. That might be worth the speed. Lieutenant says, it more bugs me that a lot of community websites assume that English-speaking, listening/reading people visiting your site are in the US, so a lot of the resources or advice that they give are only available there. Yeah, that I have run into that a lot. That's kind of a thing. Basically, I wish that the default was international and not American. Is there such a thing as international spellings for things? Never heard of that. That would be interesting. Actually, I think I've heard that idea thrown around. I didn't know it was a thing. Lieutenant says, well, true, do, turtle.dig, turtle.drop, up, end. Oh, yeah, because we could put a chest above him. That's a good idea. Lieutenant says, Twitch, why do you remove new lines? Oh yeah, some people do obscene ASCII art. That is the problem. That could be why Twitch does that. Lieutenant says, the sleep is not needed as turtle.dig yields. That's a good point. Happy Donkey the Third says, I think it's worth it. The turtle's cute. Well, that settles it then, I guess. I'm wondering though, practically, which is more efficient. But the turtle is pretty cute though. Lieutenant says, and digging air can safely fail. That's true. The only issue that you might get is with lag, with it mining too much. Here's a question. I think we had a ComputerCraft program in the previous season that was like more advanced. No, the cobble generator was designed for the other peripheral mod that didn't get updated. So it was like lasers and things, and I don't think we actually had a program to do a fancy thing with just this. So yeah, so maybe Let's go for a basic thing here. Turtle thing. Alright. So, the only other question though, respawn, and we need to change the difficulty to peaceful again. That happens every single time we join the world. Okay. Now, here's the question. The question is, we can make a turtle, I believe, right? Let's just double check that. Turtle. We're gonna get this automatic mining thing going here. Mining turtle, we need a turtle. Iron, yes, we have enough iron. Computer, okay, chest requires jungle wood, no, it just requires any planks. So we can do that, we've done that, but what about the computer recipe? Stone, any kind of stone, and redstone and glass. Do we have redstone? That is the question. We should, but do we? We don't have any redstone. Okay, so we would have to get, that's from sifting dust, and I believe what's the chance of it with an iron stiffened mesh? 12.5. Okay, so we could get that. We could totally get that. What about though the water? So crucible, oak crucible, just requires a bunch of logs. Okay, that's acceptable. Happy Ducky the Third says he's so happy doing his little mining job. Yep, the turtle definitely looks very happy with that. Livestream says Net has a natural/native locale, which is there to allow computers. Oh, .net, I think. Chat's a little small, but .net has a natural/native locale, which is there to allow computers to talk to each other easier. Apparently, it looks a lot like US English. That is possible. I'm gonna have to look into that sometime. Okay, so we needed crucible. How do we make lava? Lava bucket. We need to get that from crucible. Oh. Do we need an... Wait a second. Do we need an iron crucible? Livesonate says .net. The dot is written like that. Okay. Learned that doing C# stuff. Well then. Well then indeed. Okay. Crucible. So we need one of those crucibles, which requires what? Because I don't know if... I think the basic crucible might actually not survive the lava, which would definitely be a problem. Hang on, where is it? It requires... Wait, do we already have lava? Do you guys know, do we already have lava somewhere? Or do we not? Because that's going to be difficult to get. I don't even know what crucible it's talking about here. Lava. Let's see. See, it's this one, crucible from Ex Nihilo Creatio. And it looks like a metal crucible is what it looks like. That is the thing. So, let's see. Crucible recipes. Okay. These are all the things that you can make with a crucible. And you need a heat source for it. Okay, so we don't have torches. Okay, so I don't know what we can... You know what? That's a good question. Because we could get that thing up and running. Or should we do that next time? But let's go ahead and see. Do we have... We do have an extra bunch of sand. I don't know. Should we... What should we do? That is the question. What should we do? Because we could get the turtle up and running, but we need to get the lava to make the generator. So, yeah, and I can't tell, because that crucible doesn't show up. Crucible. Let's see. Rock crusher. Let's see. Oak crucible. Crushed skystone. Dark oak crucible. These are all regular crucibles, and don't imagine that lava would work well in... Wait! It's called an unfired crucible, I think is what it's called. Unfired... Where is it? Is it not there? Like, there's no recipe for the unfired crucible to make the lava? Okay, we're gonna have to sort that out for some time. Let's get this iron on the way, though, while we are here. Because not sure what's going on with that crucible business over there. Okay, what do we have here? We have gravel is what we need. Okay. So where is our... Yeah, I don't know. Is there any other way to make lava? Let's just check that. Lava. Let us check that. Lava, we can make it. No, it looks like a crucible is the only way. Okay, let's go ahead and look from this angle. Ex nihilo creatio. Ex nihilo creatio, there we go. Crucible. Okay, these are all hammers and crooks and things. These are meshes. Porcelain clay. We've also got silkworms, stone rods, gears, barrels. Barrel I don't think is what it would be looking for. Wooden crucibles. Grinder does nothing yet. Auto sifter. Okay, end cake. Gold ore piece. We got a bunch of pieces and things. I don't see the crucible anywhere. Is it disabled somehow? Let's double check the mod config. Ex nihilo creatio. Here we go. Config. Crucible! Wooden crucible speed. Never mind. What about... world? Nope. Okay. Livestream says, I think I have a cobbled gen program which stops when the turtle is full. That is good. Livestream says, I'll check my GitHub. Okay. The cobbled gen thing, though, is completely useless if we cannot get a crucible to make the lava. So that's kind of a problem. Ex nihilo. Let's check ex compressum. Perhaps it's in here. Nope. Tools. No. Okay. Well then, I don't see anything in there. I don't know where the crucible went. It's as if the recipe got disabled or something. But yeah, so well then, we're gonna have to sort that out because that's kind of an essential recipe. But for now, let's go ahead and get some gravel going. And where might this gravel be? Wait, was it floating around? Did we die and left the gravel floating around or something? Hopefully not, because we may have just lost a stack of gravel. But as it is, let's go ahead and try to get some more. Let's head back to the outside, which is this way, and see how this goes. Up here we go, and over to here. But having all those power storage things is going to be really good. What was that, like 16 million galactic joules of power or something? It was quite incredible indeed, and we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with that. Oh, we almost made it there in the first try. Okay, we are up here. Livestream says, I don't have it anymore. I recently redid my mod pack and started a new world and didn't save that program. Well, that would be that then. Which one do we need? We need the later one. Pretty sure I've made something like that before though, so it should be, shouldn't take too long to remake, and I thought there might be something in the old thinking pack. By the way, if any of you guys want to try any of the ComputerCraft programs without having to program them yourself, just check out the old, like, I think I have often the paste bin codes in the older thinking pack episodes, but also we can go ahead and I'll probably be putting most of them on paste bin as well, to switch them over to this pack here, assuming they transfer between ComputerCraft and ComputerCraft Tweaked very well. But if they do, then we'll be getting those, hopefully. And if there's any ones that you guys would specifically like to try or anything, then let me know. We can perhaps get to that one a little bit sooner than the other ones. It all depends, of course, first on having a turtle, and then all kinds of things like that. Depends what we need at the time, but let me know which if you guys are interested in any of the programs from last season or anything and all that. So here we go. We already have half a stack of the darker stone, which is nice. So all we need is this lighter stone, and then we will be good to go with a full stack of this stuff. So this would be this. We already got 20 of them. Our floor has a whole lot of light stone in it, so we might mine that. But also the back wall has a lot in it as well. So maybe we should mine that. So many options! So many options indeed. Lipsonade says, wait a minute. Nope, he doesn't, but I need to wait a minute because, okay, there we go. We're in the right place now, we can mine. Lipsonade says, Computercraft and Computercraft Tweaked are compatible. Given that you updated from 1.7.10, you should not get any issues. What do you mean by updating? Because this is like, it depends, because this is a whole new mod pack, but putting the programs on paste bin from 1.7 and then downloading them into 1.12 here, that is technically an update, I guess. So hopefully we shall see. We shall see. We shall see indeed. Okay, but we have half a stack of that lighter stone now. We are getting there. Let's just finish mining this back wall, just down here like this, and then we'll be good to go. We should have a full stack by that point. Then we can turn it into, was it gravel or was it sand? I think it was gravel. And then we can make all of the iron very quickly, and hopefully we can figure out why in the world is there no crucible recipe. Unless it's one of those items that just doesn't show up. Oh, maybe the crucible is crafted by one of the ex nihilo machines that doesn't show up very well in JEI. That's possible. Aha! We need only about 15-ish more. So let's go ahead and grab that. Let's start mining this wall. How's that? How's that? Okay, let's dig through here. And up here we go. Livesonade says, the only issues are when people update from really old Computercraft, but even modern computer... pay attention to where you're mining, sir. Really old Computercraft, but even modern Computercraft, not Computercraft Tweaked, gets issues then. Livesonade says, your Computercraft code should still work so long as it doesn't use peripheral mods. That is a potential issue, so it might require a little bit of editing, but theoretically most of it should work, because we created last season, we created for harvesting wheat, a massive wheat farm program that was like fairly quick. It was able to handle a scalable wheat farm, so we could make it pretty much as big as we could want. Oh, we need a single piece more to get the full stack. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, in there. Okay, we got 2 stacks. We're about to die. But yeah, that wheat farm thing, I'm thinking about bringing the wheat farm thing over, because we don't have to figure that out on camera. No more water in that cup. Let's go for this one. But that's going to really help with composting and all that if we get that wheat farm business up and running. That requires basically, for a wheat farm, you can make it as long as you like from one way to the other. Every row is run by an individual turtle, so they're all independent of each other, and it just depends how many turtles do you want to spend, because every turtle costs something, obviously, right? So it's just how many turtles do you want to spend to get the wide wheat farm that you want. And you could theoretically scale that wheat farm to be like 32 by 32 or even bigger. There's so many options with that thing. So that's that would be one that I definitely want to bring over. And then we can like briefly explain it on camera, but it's already been programmed in the previous season, so we don't really need to do a lot of reprogramming theoretically if everything works. So we'll see. But let's head down here. That, of course, requires wheat to start with. So we'll need to get some of that, and we'll need to get the oxygen first. That's kind of the big deal. But need to get some of that wheat going, and all that, and cobblestone we need to... Yeah, we're compressing the cobblestone. There we go. And get this going here. There we go. As well. And we got 2 extra cobblestone, which use a whole lot of space on the compressed hammer. Like, not space, but a whole lot of damage. Let's take the emerald out of that. You know what? Let's make the lower one our metals chest. Let's put these in there. Oh, nope, where'd the compressed stuff go? There we go. Okay. Now, compressed stone hammer. Nice. Okay. We might need to make another one of these soon. Okay, let's start placing these down. And Lips Vanity says... sorry, losing track of the... Okay. Lips Vanity says... I would suggest that you try using some people's APIs. That might be good. We might have to get into some of that a little bit. We will see. We shall see, indeed, how things turn out. Not sure how much to feature computer craft in this season. You guys can all, like, let me know on that. Like, how much time to spend on it, or what. Lipsony says... Your turtle item elevator was clever, but bugged me in how it was inefficient when restarting. Yeah, it was very inefficient. I think the way... Because basically, for those of you guys who didn't see, the Computercraft item elevator, it was a matter of it took lava buckets from down in the basement, down at near bedrock level, actually, diamond level, and took them all the way up to... I thought we had more gravel than that, but apparently not. Oh, wait, we do. Okay. Took the lava buckets all the way over and then up to the surface, and it was really, like, neat and everything, but every time it restarted, it had to go all the way back down to the starting point down at bedrock level. So it was definitely inefficient. The best way to do it, I think, is to check if we're using the right material first. But the best way to do it would be with GPS. We did not have any GPS at the time. We got it later on, I think, in the series. Iron ore comes from... Yes, gravel. Okay, just double checking. Because we don't want to do all this work and then find that, oh, we're about to lose it because we're going to die. Okay, let's put that in there. And we don't have to gather it again. But yeah, so it would be best with some sort of GPS and things like that. Or maybe with detecting what it has in its inventory or something. So that it goes at least the right direction when it starts. Something like that. There's a lot of things that can be done. There we go, we have respawned. We can head back into the base. And we are ready. Our batteries are ready to go. We just need to get them going. Let's go ahead and get this material up here. Gravel. We need to grab the gravel. There we go. Let's get this iron coming and hopefully get some... Wait, what's that? That's iron already. Wow, okay. This is going to go a lot faster. But hopefully we can get some diamonds and emeralds at the same time. Lipson says the llama API would fix that. Oh yeah, that's the one that you told me about last season. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that sometime. Look into that again. Lipson says same with the wheat farm. I just realized that llama API is location aware movement API. Interesting. Lipson says, or location-aware movement application programming interface application programming interface. That is a long name. That is a long name indeed. Lipson says, now I know why the creator called it llama. Yeah, that is a lot easier to say. Oh, GPS, I have a satellite deployment program. Oh, nice. That is nice indeed. That's something that... I don't know if GPS even works in the asteroid belt. That's a question. We will have to find out. I'd imagine it would, because it just uses the coordinate system, right? But we'll have to find out. It says I should adjust it to do GPS. It only does one computer. Okay. My thing... I was trying to create at one point... a project that basically will install a program on computers one after the other. So, like, have tons and tons and tons of computers going there, or turtles or something, and have a program that brings a floppy disk around to try to install programs in one computer after the other and get them started and restart and all that. The only thing that I couldn't get working, and I don't know if you have any ideas for this, but, oh, Loopspinning says Computercraft doesn't care about dimensions. That's good. So it should work in the asteroids. But the only thing I couldn't get working is that I could get the turtle to take the floppy disk in and out, move it along the line of turtles, and install the program like that. But I couldn't get it to start the turtles. So the thing was, what I had to do was, so let's say you have a row of 100 turtles or something, and you have to, like, on the back of the turtle, on the back of the row, you have the one turtle going by installing all the programs, like putting the floppy disk in, and then it waits until there's a signal from the turtle that it put it into, that signal being so the one's putting the program in on the back, and I'm going by on the front, right-clicking on every turtle, so that it starts. So that's the only thing that I couldn't get working. So it's like you have a huge row of turtles and you just have to go along, click, 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 and just keep starting them all. And every time you start one, then the turtle will install the program, restart, eject the floppy disk, and the turtle behind it picks that up, moves it to the next one. And it's something that I was working on, never got it fully working, but that one particular thing got really in the way of making it fully automated. Lipson says local turtle equals peripheral.wrap front turtle on. There's a way to do it? Peripheral.wrap front turtle on. Ooh. Oh, if you can turn turtles on automatically, that would be good. That would be very good indeed. But here's the thing, though, is that how do you copy a program from one turtle to another directly? Because as far as I know, you can only do that with floppy disks, and the issue with floppy disks is that they need a disk drive. So that means that the turtle is not interfacing directly with the rest of it. It's not interfacing directly with the turtle, so it's not able to turn the turtle on. Lieutenant says turtle.turn on instead of turtle.on. Okay. Yeah, so basically we could have two turtles, one on the back with the floppy disk drives, and the other on the front doing the turning it on thing that I was trying to do. That's possible. So it says a program called Startup will run at Startup. Yep, and programs from the disk drive. Okay, how many ore chunks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's more than 8, so we can go ahead and use our coal efficiently in the furnace. Where is our coal, anyway? Because, are we out? We need to make some charcoal. We need to make some charcoal, get some of these metals smelted over here, and see how far we are along the progress. But, yeah, so that's the idea. The startup program. It will run one from a floppy disk first, before it's internal. So, the way, like, basically what I was doing, where's the wood? We don't have any wood, it looks like. We do have an axe, though. Basically what I was doing is using the turtle in behind to put the floppy disk in. Then when the turtle that is off starts, it runs the startup program from the floppy disk, which the only thing that does is tells it to install the program, the other program that's actually intended to be run on the floppy disk. So it basically, the sequence is you click it, so it starts from the floppy disk startup program, which installs the programs on the built-in turtle, including a startup program and the actual program to be run. And then you go ahead and eject the floppy, which gets picked up by the turtle behind, and then you go ahead and have, it's like, so it ejects the floppy and then restarts automatically, which then restarts it off of not the floppy startup program, but off of the built-in startup program, which then runs the program that was just installed, if that makes sense. So that's like a way to get it to automatically start itself and install the program and be ready to go. That's basically the concept I was going for. There were a few issues still with it, but it was that was the concept. Okay, so we just used up our not crucible. We just used up our crook. So let's go ahead and make another one if we can. There's our crafting table down here. Let's grab this, put that in there, grab this. Oh, we wanted one of those for coal. Oh well. Let's go ahead and turn this into a crook. There we go. Now, we can go ahead and... Whoops, did we leave something in the crafting table? No, we didn't. Okay. We can go ahead and continue using this. We get loads of silkworms and loads of saplings so that we can, when we are ready, we can start a massive tree farm and just, like, it may not be automatic right away, but it can be started and have the opportunity to get loads of wood and run out of oxygen at the same time. Okay, so let's head down in here. Alright, here we go. Where was our stuff? It was downstairs. Loops 590 sales. Let's find our stuff first. Hang on. Let's grab that. That would be our silkworms. We got some saplings, some wood, some more saplings, some axe, anything that made it into here. The nice thing is these are actually sealable oxygen doors, so we could seal off one of the rooms if we wanted, for whatever reason. Maybe the launching pad might be a good one to do. Okay, so here we go. We are good to go. Okay, Loops 590 says, disk startup runs instead of internal. It doesn't run one and then the other. Right, it runs instead of internal. That's why, and that's why you use the disk startup to install the program and then eject the disk and restart the turtle. Because then when it restarts the turtle, then there's no disk, so then it starts from the built-in startup. So that's kind of the idea. That's kind of the idea. So it doesn't run one, then the other, but it will run one... It can run one, then eject itself, and then run the other, if that makes sense. And here we go. We can put the sapling down. Let's get another tree going here. How big are the trees? I forget. I think it's like 3 blocks of width, because we don't want to waste any leaves. Okay, we got... Nope, we got 1, 2 over. Okay, so 2 over, and then a gap, and then 2 over. So, let's do that. 1, 2 over, then a gap, then 1, 2 over. That should be right here. 1, 2 over, and the door's over there. Okay, so we should be able to plant the sapling right here. We don't have any pickaxe, and we need to grab... We need to grab our... Oh, okay, hang on. We lost that block, I think. Because of not using the pickaxe, I think it broke. But we can get the dirt, which is right here. And we can... Place that down. Come on, where'd it go? Hello, there it goes. Things really go flying in this mod pack. They just, like, disappear. Goodbye, sir. I know you just broke the block because you wanted to pick it up, but goodbye. The block is leaving. That's basically how it works. Basically what the blocks are thinking, but in any case, let's see. So we got 2 trees ready to go. We need to go ahead and get some metals up and running. And we've got 1, 2, 3 trees up and running now. And we've got this silkworm tree as well. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's go ahead and put this away, put the axe away, and the crook. Now, we want our wood turned into charcoal. And like this, we should really get some more so that we can make a bunch of charcoal at once. Okay, yeah, so let's do that actually. Let's get our... the only tree we have left is that one. Yeah, we should... You know, no, let's just use the single charcoal, just like that. Just to keep it simple. And... make some more space. Hang on. Okay, there we go. And let's get the metals smelting. Aluminum ore and the iron ore. Let's get the aluminum ore in first. And that was not a smart idea because we're about to die with our iron chunks. Okay, so we need to wait. We don't want to waste any of this fuel. Livestream says modern computer craft or just computer craft tweaked. Hang on. We're dead now. We need to go ahead and restart here, head back in, and try to wait for the furnace once again. Here we go. We are here now. We need to grab our metals, and we need to go ahead and get ready to place them in very quickly. And there we go. Nice. We got 4 aluminum ingots on the way, and there we go. That would be that. And we have the iron on the way as well. And so let's let that go while we sift some gravel. We don't have any gravel, so we should need to get some gravel. But we want to see where we're at with this first. Livestream says, modern computer craft or just computer craft tweaked also allows computers/turtles to be placed in disk drive. Allows computers/turtles to be placed in disk drives. The computer in the drive has to have a label and ID. Really? What would that do? Like, what would be the benefit of putting them in disk drives? That would be interesting indeed. New concept, strange concept going on here. Okay, so we want to make this into an anvil. So let's do like this. There we go. Single block of iron and 2 leftovers. Okay, so there we go. Put that down there. We need to make 2 more blocks. That is all. Yeah, should we... I don't know how to make that crucible, though. Why is it disappearing? So let's go ahead and get some stuff mined. Here's the thing, I'm hoping to get, so that we don't have to do a 3rd stream of this, hoping to get the, like, basic thing going, like that compressor, and hopefully, I don't know how, we're going to have to look at the recipe for the solar panel, but whoa, okay, goodbye. I believe I'm off. Good thing we don't have anything on us because goodbye, sir. See you later. That is the issue with this whole deal over here. I do believe I don't see anything. I'm looking for something by way of blocks that we can land on, but I don't see. And we die due to running out of oxygen, not due to the void. Well then, let's head back over there again and try to not die this time. And then read some more chat when we get to here. Okay, here we are. Here we are, hoping to make this compressor this time, hopefully. So then we can move on to other things in the next stream. That's the idea. Okay, let's go ahead and start mining this here. Head down here and start mining. Okay. Lieutenant says, disk startup is also a setting in ComputerCraft now. Okay, so you can, like, tell it not to start from the disk, I guess? Lieutenant says, I think settings is new, so I might have to explain that. Settings? Oh, you mean, like, you don't mean config settings, you mean, like, a settings program in the computer? Like, is that what you're talking about? Lieutenant says, it's not the ComputerCraft MC config, it's per computer settings. Okay, so that is what you're talking about. You answered the question before I asked it. Well then. Good job being ahead of things there. Okay, let's go ahead and continue mining over here. Lieutenant says, a computer in a disk drive has its internal storage available like a disk to the host computer. Oh, a computer... Whoops, we're breaking blocks in the floor. Lieutenant says, what was it? A computer in a disk drive has its internal storage available like a disk to the host computer. Oh, so you can, like... So it's like connecting over the network, I guess? Or it's like you can run programs from the computer that's in the storage. That's interesting. If that's how it works, that is very interesting indeed. Okay, half a stack. We're almost out of the Desh pickaxe. Maybe it's about time to make that cobblestone generator, possibly. You never know. It might be time to make that cobblestone generator so that we can save our Desh. It might be. But it might not be, because we don't want to spend our iron on that. We want to spend our iron on making the other thing. You know what, though? It would actually speed up our speed dramatically. Okay. Representative says computers in disk drives was added to protect against bricking computers which had the disk startup setting disabled. Oh, that's smart. Okay, so you can interface. Oh, so would that be like, that's like target disk mode on the Mac. I actually used that recently. It's a way that you can use boot a Mac not in the normal boot mode. I think they removed it in the newer systems, which is like, okay, why'd they do that? But you can basically restart a Mac as an external disk, and so it'll boot up as a thumb drive or an external disk or something, not as its normal boot. So then you can interact with the hard drive and all that, and it's very nice, very useful of a feature. And it sounds as if that is the thing. So I actually used that to get a computer running that was basically bricked, like you're saying for the ComputerCraft stuff. It was I made the mistake of wiping the entire hard drive, and then that was in recovery mode, and then restarting. So then there was no operating system on it, and there was another issue with the computer hardware that it's an older computer. So there was another issue where it wouldn't actually boot into recovery mode because of a graphics card issue. Graphics card had to be disabled manually through the command line, but with no operating system, there's no command line. And I couldn't get into recovery mode because I couldn't disable the graphics card because there was no command line to disable the graphics card with, because I had to get into recovery mode in order to disable it. And where'd our pickaxe go? Oh dear. That's not a good sign. Oh wait, here it is. Beside the chest, for some reason. Not sure why. But yeah, so that was kind of the deal. Let's just finish this wall here. That was kind of the deal. So basically what had to happen was I had to boot it into target disk mode so that it ran as a disk, blank disk basically, but then I could run it from from my main Mac, and then try to use that to clone the disk with the operating system on it onto the Mac that had nothing on it. So then it got some software on it, and then when it had the software on it, then it would actually start. And it wasn't ideal because I cloned one of the older systems, so that wasn't ideal. So then you have to do a whole bunch of updating and things, but it would actually get into the command line to disable the graphics card to be able to continue. One of those models that has two cards, so it's nice. It was able to run with the weaker card. The more fancier card was broken, but the weaker card was still working, so just disabled one of them. That was the thing, but it was, yeah, basically almost bricked the computer due to the mistake of wiping the hard drive and then restarting, and then having no way to get back into the command line and the operating system or anything. So, but the target disk mode sounds like that's what you're talking about with the ComputerCraft thing. That sounds like what you're referring to in ComputerCraft there. Let's go ahead and get this turned into cobblestone. Livestream says, it's nice for being able to install a bunch of programs on a computer. That is true too as well. That is true too. Livestream says, diamond pickaxe, they seem to be cheap now. They're not exactly cheap. We have 3 diamonds to make a diamond pickaxe, but for the turtle, I believe... Oh, we have 4 diamonds, actually. But for the turtle, I believe that you have to... Oh, there's our gravel. Okay, so that was a whole bunch of time that we didn't need to spend. Let's just go ahead and put the cobblestone in there. and just start sifting some gravel. But the turtle, I think, requires a full diamond pickaxe with no damage on it. So if we're gonna go with the turtle automatic mining thing, then we're gonna want to save the diamonds for that. That's the thing. So we'll make a diamond pickaxe only after we happen to get 6 diamonds, if we do. If we get 6 diamonds, then we can make an extra diamond pickaxe to use. But otherwise, we'll just go with the dash until it breaks, and then figure out what to do from there. That is the idea. That is the idea indeed. So let's see now. So what do we have here already? 1 iron ore piece. And we're about to die. Let's go ahead and put this stuff into the chest right away. And sift this some more. Let's see how much sifting we can get done before we die. That is the question. Here we go. Let's go ahead and sift some more. 1, 2. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't a lot. That was not a lot. Not a lot indeed. Let's go ahead and get back inside. This is very difficult to aim. I don't know if you guys have ever tried playing in the asteroids, but it's difficult to aim while you're going down because the falling speed is very unique. Let's say that. It's an interesting falling speed. Lieutenant says, a turtle does need an undamaged pickaxe, but it seems that you'll get enough diamonds by the time that you are ready for another pick. That's possible, but it depends when we're ready for it. Lieutenant says, stone could be an option too. Oh, stone pickaxe for us. Stone doesn't work in the turtle, but it does work for us, so that's possible. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of diamonds, is that a 6th diamond or is that a 5th diamond? That is the question, because we have now got an extra diamond, which is nice. Which means that we could make a diamond pickaxe, and we can move on from there. So let's do that, I think. Possibly. But let's see how many iron we got. 2 more iron, which is nice. 16 gravel left to go. Yeah, that really bothers me though with the crucible. Why can we not find that crucible crafting recipe? It used to be like an unfired crucible. I think it used to require clay to make. We'll have to test that in the test world. I think it requires clay to make, and then you fire it in the furnace, I think. I don't know. That's possible, but we have now gotten through another bunch of stuff. 7 iron ore pieces. Let's go ahead and craft those into the iron ore chunks. There we go. 1 single chunk. Okay. Well, we got that. And so that's 1 more. We got 1 block of iron. We got 3 more ingots. Huh. Well then, I don't know really what to do necessarily. This could take a while. You know what? Maybe we should go for... You know what? Let's go for the test world. Let's try to get this computer craft automatic thing, see if we can get it running, and see how this goes. Test world. And okay. So... we're trying to get a crucible. There's no recipe for it that we can find very easily. So let's just try. Let's just try from here. There's zombies in the way. Let's get those guys off of here. Okay. Anyways, we want the crucible. Am I spelling it wrong? Could that be the problem? Let's see. Is it spelled differently? What's it called? How do we find it in the recipe book? It would be under the name of... Whoop, we don't want 64 oxygen collectors. Oh, lava! Yes, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Lava. Okay, lava. Let's head in here, get the lava bucket. Whoops. Well, we can actually literally get the lava bucket. Crucible. C-R-U-C-I-B-L-E. That would be the... fired crucible. CRU. CRU. Does it exist? Rock Crusher, crushed obsidian, block of diamond, emerald, blocks of all kinds of things. Facades. We've got crushed skystone, crushed netherrack, crushed endstone. We got a bunch of crushed things. Wooden crucible, oak crucible, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, dark, and there's no one of those crucibles. Let's see if the recipe works. I believe it was clay, porcelain clay, or regular clay. One of the two. Let's check those. Let's go to our... Let's get a crafting bench. Crafting bench. We want a magnetic crafting table, because why not? Okay. Let's place that down. Let us get the... Where'd it go? Okay. Porcelain clay. I think it was like this. Huh. Okay, not sure why there's no names showing up. But, okay, porcelain clay. We make one of these. So that should work. Unfired crucible. So why is that not showing up in the search? UNFI. No, it's not showing up in the search. Okay. Wait, it didn't type properly. UNFI. Nope, nothing. Unfired crucible. And then we take this crucible, and I believe we put it into a furnace. Do we have a furnace? Let's put a furnace outside. How's that? Okay. Furnace. Furnace. There we go. Okay. And take this unfired crucible and put it into the furnace, and we should get a fired crucible out of this. There we go, like that. We want some coal. Oh, there we go. Is this going to be possible? And we will find out. Okay, there we go. And place this in. One coal, and it is going to smelt into a... fired crucible. Yes, a crucible. Excellent. We have a crucible right here. That is nice, and that should work. Okay, so not sure why it's not showing up in the recipe book, but it is a recipe that works. What else do we want? Okay, we need to know how to make porcelain clay, though. Bone meal and clay. Clay comes from... Whoa! Clay comes from rock crushing? What? Okay, that is an expensive machine. That is an expensive machine. This is just to make a cobblestone generator. Rock crusher is expensive. Clay, the regular clay comes from... You can use a stone barrel to get clay. Wait. You can just dig the clay. Can't you place this clay down, use a shovel, it digs, doesn't it? Okay, so stone barrel. Livestream says look for block of clay. Yep, that's what we're doing. I think you can place a block of clay and then dig it to get regular clay. Oh, you can make clay by putting sand with water. Okay, so if we have water, we can start this. We don't even need a stone barrel, it looks like. Oh, we need a compressor. Okay, hang on. So this would be... Let's check stone barrel, stone, and stone slabs. Okay, so we can make a stone barrel. What about a water bucket? Water bucket comes... Wait a minute. You guys sense a problem here. We kind of need a water bucket to make clay, to make a crucible. But in order to make the water bucket, we need a crucible. So, seems like we have a problem here. So, we, yeah, that's a dilemma that's gonna need to be solved. Wait! That's the regular... Oh, hang on. That's the regular crucible. That's the regular crucible, which requires... Oak crucible, requires wood. Well then, That's the regular crucible. Okay, so make the regular crucible to get the water, to get the bucket thing going, and getting the thing with the thing and the thing, and get the thing and turn it into lava, and from the water, and then... Okay, that might work to get us lava and water. We will have to see. You know what? These all take some time to do, so what we might do is we might have to... I think this is a good thing perhaps for next episode. We can work on this. If you guys think we should be doing... Let's go back to the main world here. Because we can get these things, like, you have to wait for the stuff to compost and all of that, and it takes time. And so we could work on that next episode while we are, difficulty peaceful. There we go. While we are trying to sift for this stuff, we can also at the same time be getting the crucibles going, getting them up and running and all that. That could be a thing to do, so we can get prepared to make the cobblestone generator with the lava and the water and all that. And we should have enough materials to get the turtle already, so that would be nice. So we should be able to get the turtle, we can make the lava and water, we can get the automatic cobblestone harvester going, and then we don't have to go mine out that asteroid anymore, which is gonna be very nice. Very nice indeed. That is quite possible. And so come back next time if you want to see us do some more of this. But if you want to see us, more importantly, if you want to see us continue with getting an automatic cobble generator so we don't have to spend all that time mining the asteroid, and hopefully, if that goes well, if we can get the cobblestone generator going, then we can perhaps, that'll save a lot of time, so we can get this done a lot quicker, so that we can get this guy up and running with the auto sieve going on over here. And that is the idea we will see if we can get, and that should be if everything goes according to plan. Now, with mod packs, there's often other things that get thrown in that are problems that get in the way, that are kind of take more time and are more challenging, more importantly, more challenging. But if all goes well, we should be able to get the cobblestone generator and the autosave up and running by next episode. Not by next episode, but in next episode next week on Twitch, roughly around 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. That is the idea, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream, and come back next week if you want to see us attempt to do that. If that's the way things work out, we'll see. We'll see what happens, unless something comes up in the meantime that's like, wait a minute, that's actually more important to do. But in any case, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, and see you guys next week.